ever starts.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is going on? Happy Tuesday, everyone. This is your favorite sports podcast in the land. We are unbiased, uncensored, and unfiltered. This is no rules, just sports. It is Tuesday evening, February 11th. We got your boys, Coach Saul, the famous King Roosa, Benji, and your boys, Matty Ice.
Nothing famous about that man.
Famous.
Ain't nothing famous.
I love how he had the best part of like the whole intro. He's like the famous.
Right.
Like,
Famous.
The
Famous in my
famous.
own household. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Hey man, it's kind of a sad time of year. Super Bowl just ended on Sunday. I have a really shitty game. We're gonna get into that here later in the show, but it's just not a very impressive game. I'm
Go
sure all of
Chiefs.
y'all can, yeah. We'll get into that. Before we get into that, we're gonna talk some NBA. We're gonna talk all the news around the league. Get you caught up on these standings. After that, we're gonna hit some college basketball. Get you updated on the rankings and the top 25. Both number 1 and 2 lost this weekend. Auburn and Duke lost. So we will recap that as we talk college basketball. Then we're gonna hit some NHL as well. Go into the Four Nations break.
We're going to cover Florida Gulf Coast, y'all's favorite team, by the way, too. For anybody that is on
Absolutely.
the edge of their seats. It'll be
Oh yes. As I was saying, we're going to talk about NHL. We're going to talk about the Four Nations face-off. Kind of expectations going into the home stretch of the regular season in the NHL. And then my favorite, honestly, one of my favorite times of year as well. It is spring training. The pitchers and catchers did report to their respective teams today. So we'll talk some spring training and some MLB. A couple free agent signings. And last but not least, we will, as I mentioned, we're going to highlight the Super Bowl, kind of some expectations going into the offseason. And I do have I'm going to ask the chat and get the chat interacted, as long as you guys as well, a couple questions about kind of highlighting the 2024 season. So with that being said, if you're in here this evening, we appreciate you all being in here. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Make sure throughout the stream, if you have any questions, if you have any something in particular we want to talk about, you want us to talk about, let us know. This is all about you guys in the community. We appreciate you guys. So, if you're watching from the Northeast, in the Mid Atlantic, up in the Northeast, make sure you guys stay safe. Yeah, I know you're getting you said what, 7 inches of snow at this point.
It's already there and it's still coming down, so we'll see how it finishes out.
Crazy, man, crazy. Well, with that being said, gentlemen.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah. All right, boys, take it away.
Oh, my bad. I was still into it. So I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I was more excited about NBA this week than I was NFL, even with the
Just
Super
this week?
Bowl. Yeah, just this week, really. Last week, it was just okay. I wasn't really. Last week wasn't too bad, but none of my teams were really involved in any trades and stuff, so it really didn't really mean anything to me. So, but outside of that, I was kind of excited for basketball more than football this week because just I don't know, man. This last Super Bowl was kind of womp in my opinion, and I think the most entertaining part of the Super Bowl was Jameis Winston, which we'll get into later. But as of right now, man, like we always do, we will get into our rankings real quick. And I'm gonna go over the East real fast, man. So in the East at number 1, I think that has not changed here. Cavs sitting at number 1, Celtics at number 2, Knicks at number 3, Pacers 4, Bucks at 5, and our dead last skunky skunk team is the Wizards. So that runs out the.
They're still going to get that championship.
They're still getting that fucking championship. Watch
Are they
out,
even going
watch
to make
out.
the playoffs? Can we
Sleeper. Hey,
before we jump to the championship, can we make the playoffs?
Playoffs.
Sleeper.
Playoffs. Playoffs.
Sleeper.
Hey, Q believes.
Q, come on, man.
Oh,
Q,
Hey, don't mess with me,
Q.
Q.
It's snap to reality. E, I need you to snap to reality real quick. They ain't going to the playoffs. I'm with
Yeah.
King on this one,
They're
man.
winning. They're winning.
Wizards ain't going to the playoffs.
I don't even,
Now,
I
if there was
I don't even
a
like the Wizards,
third-
dog.
if there was a turd playoffs, they'd probably be turd champions. I'll tell you that.
That's crazy.
well,
I
they'd
don't
be
like the
fighting
Wizards.
against the West. So let's get into the West. No surprise. Once again, I mean,
Here he goes.
Q, we'll get there when we get there. Shut the
That's
fuck up, all
crazy.
right?
Hey,
Shut the
yo.
fuck up, Q.
Yo.
no surprise. The
Jesus
Western
Christ.
You know, OKC up top, Memphis right behind them, Denver, who is on a 7-game win streak, in 3rd place, Los Angeles Lakers in that 4th place with a 6-game win streak, and the Houston Rockets right
Okay.
behind them, and all the way at the bottom playing against the Wizards in that 3rd championship finals, the New Orleans Pelicans, 12-41. Ugh.
Losers of 9 straight.
Pelicans have lost 9 straight.
What's gotten the Lakers the last few games actually?
Well, we'll
Sound
get
good.
into that.
Yeah.
You know,
But
it's gotten
as-
to the Lakers.
As we round out, I think it's week 17 right now in the NBA. As per NBA, they give us a little power ranking update, man. I kind of want to run through them real quick, give you the top 5, and then give you the top 10. We'll go top 5 first in the power rankings right now. And again, this is per ESPN for any of my people that want to know where we get our sources from. We get it right from the mouth. From the horse's mouth. There it is. Got it.
Right from the mouth.
Got it right.
Right from
All right.
the
At number 1, OKC. OKC sitting at the top of Mount Rushmore of best teams here. Number 2 is the Celtics. And so it's number 1 OKC, 2 Celtics, 3 Cavs, 4 Nuggets, and 5 Knicks. A nice little mix between the East and the West there. How do y'all feel about those top 5 rankings in the NBA?
I'm sorry. Can you run through number 2 through 4 again? So it was OKC on top.
Right, we got OKC, Celtics, Cavs, Nuggets, Knicks.
Okay.
Nuggets,
Now,
baby.
why? I guess maybe the Cavs have lost a couple, but I don't know. Like, it's fair. No, because all the teams in there, they're all playing really well. I mean, they're not
Mhm.
losing a lot of games. So
I mean, Denver's winners of 7 straight. So
I feel like
Oh.
LA is probably going to sneak into that list pretty soon if they can keep it up. But no, that's a great list. I think that's completely fair.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I like how it's kind of balanced between the East and the West, like you were saying. It's not like lopsided towards the East or the West.
True.
Kind of like a good balance.
Grizzlies
well,
is
yeah.
a great team. Yeah.
Grizzlies are a good team. I think they're kind of just like the first one out of that top 5.
It is kind of crazy because if you look at actual standings, Grizzlies are ranked number 2 in standings over
Yeah.
the Nuggets. So the Nuggets actually nudged them out. So that is a good take on Q there. That is an interesting take right there. So going forward, we go finish it out with 6 through 10, and at 6 is the Grizzlies, and then you got the Lakers, Rockets, Timberwolves, and Pacers. Timberwolves is a very interesting team to have that
Yeah.
high up in there. You're
That is very
passing
interesting.
a lot of teams that have better records, in my opinion.
Let's see what the Timberwolves
Definitely.
have done recently.
Timberwolves are 30-24, have lost one recently.
8-2 in the
They're
last 10.
below the Clippers. They're ranked number 7 in the West, below the Clippers. And then if you look at the other teams, you have the Pistons in there. You have the Bucks there that aren't on this list. So you have the Pistons and the Bucks that aren't on this list, but Timberwolves are. And I know they're a 30-win team, but we've said it. They've struggled this year.
It's-
They have
It,
struggled.
it was probably that it was probably that loss to the Wizards that's kind of killed it.
The lizard. The
Dream
lizards.
killers.
The
The
Wizards.
Wizards are
Killers.
the Wizards
Dream
are the
killers.
Dream killers.
Dream killers, yeah. Something
I
like
don't
that.
know about that. Yeah. Well, I mean that's disappointing, but honestly, that is probably the most shocking out of all the selections in the power rankings right now is the Timberwolves because, like you said, they have been struggling really bad. They struggled even harder since losing Karl Anthony Towns to the Knicks. I don't see them making a really deep playoff run this year, and yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a shocker. I feel like they just threw that one in there. Give
True.
them a little hope.
Anybody else?
Let's see what Q has to say. Timberwolves getting that love from the rankings gods because it doesn't make sense. Yeah,
It's true.
that's true. It's true.
I mean,
Where's that? Where the Lakers ranked on that list?
Ranked
Six.
Lakers are at 7. Lakers
Seven?
are
Okay.
at 7.
Okay. Would
Which
you even say
makes-
that's a little high or no? Would you say that's they're good right
No,
there?
because they're ranked 4 in the Western. And I don't. It's on NBA.com.
NBA. Oh, so that's according to NBA.com.
Yeah, this
Gotcha.
is from NBA.com.
Is it because
Gotcha.
the Timberwolves beat the Rockets? Is that why? I mean, they won 3
Maybe.
straight. They beat the Rockets, but it's like they immediately lose to the Cavaliers.
But I can I can
yesterday.
see
a
them
valid argument.
I can see them being up there somewhere, but to be ahead of the Pacers and then right below the Rockets is a little crazy when you have the Clippers sitting right there.
True. I don't know. That doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm not convinced.
True.
Yeah, Timberwolves one just doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know.
But all right. Any other thoughts?
I mean, other than the kind of the Nuggets and then the Timberwolves, I think that's pretty straightforward. Grizzlies
Yeah.
being like the first out of the top
No,
five at
what?
number
The
6.
Nuggets are a great
No,
team.
the Nuggets are Nuggets are
Yeah,
Nuggets are killing it. They're like right now they're the hottest team in the NBA right now.
That is true.
They got
That's
7
'cause,
games won and the Joker's just taking over. Dude's just doing
That's because I
everything.
started watching them. You know what I mean? I started getting back to my roots.
oh,
like the Nuggets.
Oh God. He started watching them.
they didn't move. They didn't do
why.
too many moves.
That's
They
why,
didn't do
man.
too many moves at the deadline, right?
Westbrook's
I
the
don't
only thing they did, and he's just been a fucking beast for him ever since he went over there.
Yeah, I don't think
All
they made
I'm gonna
any
say
moves.
about these, all I'm gonna say about this is that these are just power rankings at the end of the day. These aren't really the true final standings that determine playoff seeding. So I mean, teams can get hot literally at any time. The fact that the Wolves are actually ranked in the top 10 to me is a little ridiculous. But then again, I mean, they are like starting to play a little bit better and play a little bit more consistent together on offense. I think, at the end of the day, it's just going to come down to, how well they perform in mid to late March coming up into April as we lead into playoff time.
I agree.
That's true.
And you're absolutely right. I think power rankings are just like who did well last week,
Right.
Who performed the best last week.
Yeah.
Who's controlling the NBA right now, and I mean, the Timberwolves probably just the winning 3 straight and one of those wins being against the Rockets probably helped them make a little bit of a push for their case there. So, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see them making some deep playoff run like I said before.
No, I don't. I see him celebrating another play-in victory and having another moment like they did.
I don't even know if they make it that far.
We'll see.
Depends on how bad the rest of the West is right now.
Kings of Coffee was good, man.
Howdy.
But yeah, no, that's so far that's pretty good. And yeah, and then we got All-Star break coming up pretty soon, right? Next week.
Yes.
It is.
Should we Saul,
Yeah, I
you
think
dabble
that
into something?
I think that kind of rounds out our power rankings here. Coming up next, Damien, if you want to take it away, we do have the NBA All-Star coming, the NBA All-Star game, which I'm actually super excited for. I like the way they did this, and I looked at the teams, and the teams look really cool. I think there's one team that's going to shit on everybody, but that's just
I do too. And we're going to get into that. But before we talk about the actual All-Star game, I just want to briefly touch on the fact that the dunk contest is probably the weakest lineup I've ever seen, ever, in dunk contest history. And, I mean, I'm sure there's probably other bad ones, but this is really bad.
Hey, good observation. Good observation by Kings of Coffee. Show the people, E. Yes, sir.
You gotta zoom in on yourself.
Mr. Clean Shaven.
Yeah, and then the 3-point contest, I mean, again, it's just you just can't get these stars to do it no more. And I don't understand why. Like, you're not going to get hurt in the 3-point contest, and you shouldn't get hurt in the dunk contest. Just do it. I want to see John Moran. I want to see Giannis. I want to see these guys dunk contest. They need to be there. I wanted to see LeBron. I think it's one of the biggest mistakes of LeBron's career is that he just refused to participate in the dunk contest. And that's why he can't be on that Mount Rushmore of dunkers.
Yeah, the fact that they only have 4 participants this year, and one of them, at least I know, being on a 2-way contract, Mac McClung.
Yeah, he plays for
the fact that there's only 4 participants is just super disappointing. I mean, Matas Buzelis, Stephon Castle, Andre Jackson. Look, I mean, Mac McClung is the only star in that contest at the moment just because he's already won 2 titles in a row. And that's
I can't even call him a star. He's
not playing in the NBA regularly. He needs to play regularly in the NBA. I don't think, as far as an NBA All-Star goes, you should not have any 2-way players.
I feel like if Max
anything.
McClung was NBA ready, he would already be here. That's the thing. Like he's a big enough name in the G League that it's like if he was good enough, he would have made it. So I don't think he's that great of a player. I mean, obviously he's still one of the premier basketball players, at least in the country, but no. I think it's a waste of time. I think the dunk contest is a waste of time.
Well, the 3-point contest really isn't that better. I mean,
who's the most known person in 3-point contest this year?
I see
Damian
Brunson, Lillard, Cad Cunningham, Darius. Damn, I gotta zoom into this thing.
It's Damian Lillard, Tyler Hero, Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Darius Garland, Buddy Hield, Cam Johnson, Norman Powell.
No Stephen Curry, no Klay Thompson. The guys who have, always put on a show when they go out there. I mean, Damian Lillard, I guess, is my guy in this.
Damian Lillard and Tyler Hero, I would definitely put up there. As far as being stars, they're not necessarily known for the 3-point contest at all. Not necessarily known for shooting threes.
Tyler Hero is even in the All-Star game. That doesn't make any sense to me. Where Trae Young and Kyrie Irving are fighting to get in after people get injured? Nah.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, I don't know.
But
All right, so all right, so the
okay.
lineup for the dunk contest and 3-point contest, man, let's just it sucks. It's not that great. But where it is good is these 3 teams. So Damien, you want to explain it? Put it down.
Well, E, can you put up the picture of the 3 teams?
Hold on, before you put it up, let's. Oh, okay.
Whoa!
Okay.
Spoiler alert!
My bad.
I think it's really cool that Chuck, Kenny, and Shaq all 3 of them got to draft a team, and these teams, one team is stacked to the brim. I don't know what the other 2 were doing. I feel like they were blind.
I wonder which team is stacked to the brim. Let's start with Team Chuck here. We got Giannis.
Maybe the team with hold on 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, what? 5 gold USA gold medalists? I don't know. Maybe that team.
Jesus.
Well, I don't know about that. Are you sure it's not? Are you sure it's not Team Kenny? He's got some new guys there. He's got Anthony Edwards, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Brunson. I mean, clearly, like, are we really having a conversation though?
Let's just talk about Shaq's team.
Shaq's team. I mean,
that's what we all want to hear right now.
You have guys fighting. You have guys fighting for the actual Mount Olympus of the NBA, along with Anthony Davis isn't in there. Kyrie Irving, Jaylen Brown, Damian Lillard, Jason Tatum. I mean, champions. James Harden. No, but I know you know.
What?
I know you know.
I know you know is in here.
Hey,
That's crazy.
I know you know.
I love those guys.
Oh, these are great. Go give them a follow when you guys get a chance.
Yeah, definitely do. Who? I'm sorry, but I'm not really an NBA fan. Who the hell is Alpern Sen? Oh, I do know who that is. Never mind.
What's up, Leah?
Benji's got a fan in here. Okay.
All right. So
that's pretty stacked. Those are pretty stacked.
Team Shaq all day.
I'm going.
I mean,
absolutely. That's easy.
So how is this going to work? Is this like a round robin format where the best 2 teams end up playing each other?
It's something like that because every team, I think the max amount of you have to score 40 points to win. That was what they said, and it's like a really confusing format. But I need to see it play out. And I'll definitely
is there a time limit or no? Is it no time limit?
No, I think they've taken it away. Yeah.
Okay, so that maybe that.
So what is this, like an Elam ending? Yeah, Dark. This is live. Hello.
Yes, they want to. They just
Dark
want to
always says
incentivize
that when
winning.
he comes in, y'all. He says that every time.
Right.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Team Shaq, 100%. I don't even think
absolutely.
How can you not pick Team Shaq?
Team Kenny has probably got a good chance, but nothing's taking Team Shaq out.
Next to best chance, right?
So they also revealed the jerseys ahead of the game, which he spoiled. But if you could just,
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do nothing like that.
Oh yeah, okay. Honestly, really good looking jerseys. I love that we have a classic red and blue, but we also have this nice light blue jersey.
I mess with the baby blue.
Yeah, that aqua blue look amazing, man.
It does.
It really does. Like the striping on the top, right by the sleeves, that just helps. Like the blue basically helps to make the sleeves pop a little bit. The light blue. The dark blue I like as well too, especially with the gold Jordan logo that's right up in there.
Oh, true.
The red one, they could have done something a little bit different with the sleeve color, just some way that it could pop a little bit better. But
like
overall, I'd say it looks nice.
I don't know which team gets which, but like,
biased.
I hope Team Shaq gets the light blue ones. Those are nice.
You would think he would, since he played. I mean, since he played for more, aqua blue teams, kind of baby blue teams, right?
That he did.
I don't think that matters.
True.
What? What are you talking about?
Yeah, what? Matt just be saying some stuff sometimes.
Matt,
Yeah,
you good?
Just
You
ignore
know,
me.
you never know.
Hey, Matt, what you drinking?
What?
What you drinking?
I'm drinking nothing.
Oh, come
Matt,
on.
your guess was as good as mine.
See, there you go.
So, honestly, looking forward to seeing that All-Star game in the new format. Hopefully, it brings some more viewership in. Hopefully, it brings back that competitive spirit. But
It's all
God, they
star.
need to change the dunk contest and three-point contest immediately.
Facts.
Yeah,
Gotta just
dunk
do away
contest
with
is-
them. I mean, is it needed anymore? I mean, we
It's
get it.
kind of like historically, like I mean, the
I
dunk
mean,
contest did get pulled for a few years.
It's like a classic, though. I feel
Yeah,
like.
but I mean, maybe you take it away for a little bit and then you bring it back. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's like, if not enough people, if this is what you have to reside to put for the dunk contest, then you might as well just not fucking do it.
Yeah,
Let's be
I
real
mean,
here.
I mean,
I'd rather
my
watch Wimby at this point just stand on his tippy toes and just put the ball in compared to the guys who are about to come out there.
They need to do a horse.
Ooh,
my
that,
whole
okay,
horse
now
would
that
be
that would
cool.
that I would watch.
That would be fun.
They had
That
it.
would
They
be
had
fun.
it before. Kevin Durant, I think, won it. The one year that they
My
did
bad.
it, and
That's what we were saying, but Ja
Yeah,
doesn't want
Ja-
to do it. Ja
That's the
doesn't want to
thing.
do it.
gotta get these guys to do it. It needs to be like Anthony Edwards. He would be great in the dunk contest.
Trae Young.
So here's what I think that they should do to the dunk contest. Take it away for a couple of seasons. Take it out completely. Basically, treat it as if, like, you know, it's Eric Cartman running a freaking
Eric Cartman.
amusement park,
Funny.
where it's like we'll let one person in a day.
What?
Everybody else, you can't come. Basically.
Y'all thought I was a crazy one? That's crazy.
Well, hey, you ever thought about it? Like where you take it away and you just say, like, hey, here's a new amusement park, but guess what? You can't come. Same thing goes with the dunk contest.
What?
Hey, here's a dunk contest.
Pause,
that
exactly.
You don't even care about anymore.
Exactly.
You can't come. You can't watch it.
Can't
Q,
Can't
listen.
come.
Hey, keep telling them you can't come.
Do not
Here's the
come.
deal.
Yeah.
Cue the
take
Donald
away
Trump
from-
video. I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna go.
Here's the deal. Take it away for a couple of years, and then you mandate at least one star from every single team be eligible to do the dunk contest every single year, and you pick the 10 best stars, the 10
people
best-
do it though. That's a problem.
I think that you just have to do that. You just have to mandate it.
The only way you get these stars to come out is you say the winner gets $250,000 or something.
I don't
like
look $250,000
incentivized.
That's
was
pocket
nice
change.
20 years
That's a
ago.
lot.
I think
No,
that you
it's
got to
not.
give them
They
a
just won-
minimum million.
They just won 500,000. They were all ecstatic about it
True.
That's
for
true.
for the cup. They don't. It's still money. It's still money at the end of the day.
It is.
You just
It
you
is.
need to put
Man.
money on everything to make people want to do anything.
I don't like. You know what? I don't mind them throwing $1 million at it because that really incentivizes. Like, damn, I can make $1 million for just dunking. Sign me
What?
up right now.
What would y'all
The
do with
problem is, do they get
$250,000?
enough viewers and ads revenue off of this
Don't
to
ask me
actually
that
get it?
question.
You know what you could do
It's
though?
true.
You could say that your prize, if you're gonna do $250,000, is be $250,000 after taxes, depending on which state you live. So basically, it would fluctuate depending on where you live and what
How's that
state
fair?
you actually play in. I think it'd be fair just because it'd be $250,000 across the board after taxes get taken out.
Then yeah, you just say 200.
Just guaranteed to 250,000.
Saul, what,
Coach,
What?
what's
what's
up?
happening with your face right
I
now?
don't know. I'm bored. Let's talk about money. I don't care. Let's fucking talk about other shit.
Real quick,
Yo,
I do want to talk about all these Mavs fans. First, I want to talk about Anthony Davis. Did y'all see him get injured in his?
Oh, we're getting to that, right? Are we getting to that?
I mean, yeah, we can get into it. I mean, unless anybody else has something about All Star.
No, I just I think that horse idea wasn't too bad.
I think
Replace that.
they just need to change
I-
the event.
Well, because you can incorporate dunks into that too.
You can.
So I mean, we'll see what they do. Because I honestly I believe the ratings are going to dramatically drop for that Friday
yeah.
and Saturday night events.
Yeah.
Which is sad because I think they're still great events. Like I still think the 3-point contest is redeemable, and it's not all bad. I mean, there's some great stars in there, and they shake it up every year. And then you have the Rising Stars game, which is great. Friday night you have the Celebrity game. I like the Celebrity game, except for this year it doesn't have that many.
I need to look up the
touted
hold on.
names.
I need to look up the roster for that
think-
one.
I think the biggest name is probably Kai Cenat. And it's like,
Really?
So Kevin Hart ain't doing it for his Pete.
no, Kevin Hart retired.
Damn, that motherfucker's just funny as shit to watch because he's so bad. he just
He be
he
shooting like
winning
this.
the MVP, bro. He wins MVP every time.
I need to see Adam Sandler out there. Just put him out there.
Dude, he's a fucking beast, though.
He can
Dude,
ball.
Adam would actually wreck in the Celebrity All-Star game.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
He
why
would
doesn't do it.
absolutely smoke everybody out there. They probably put. You know what I think?
I just don't know if he can
To
go up and
make-
down the court that much.
To
That's the
make the
problem.
rising star. You know what I would think? Chat. I want y'all to give me answers real quick on this. What if you had Adam Sandler appear as like a celebrity guest player, like a special player that you can bring in for like, you know, a few possessions or whatever, but have him come into the Rising Stars game, just some way that you bring a little extra publicity. The thing is, you
He would
actually
get hurt
have
out
to.
there.
Would he really?
Yeah, against in the Rising Stars game, he's playing against Wemby. I
But
don't know
would
why
he
he's
really?
playing against Wemby. I think he's a national treasure. Would like
Yeah,
to
no,
preserve his
you-
life.
They would get they would get destroyed.
He needs
I
to
think
play
he'd
in
be
the
rough.
celebrity game with other celebrities.
I think he just
So-
needs to be in the celebrity game.
So Q, are you just saying just the celebrity, like just have a celebrity game, or just only allow celebrities in the celebrity game for All-Star Week?
Hey man, you forget about Terrell. You said there's nobody here. What about Terrell Owens, man?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, wait, he's played in the last few of them, but he's an athlete. That's not fair.
Shabuzi. He's
Oh,
arguably
yeah.
has the hottest song of the summer. Yeah.
Okay, you got me.
Here comes 2 to
Oopsie.
3 to the 4.
This song
Is
annoyed
it
the shit out of me.
Drewski's in
Yeah,
there,
me
too.
too.
Shut up. Shut up.
We already talked about this. We
Loves
know how much you love that damn guy,
Shut up,
It's a
boy.
good song.
Who?
Coach.
Oh, I was about to
loves
say.
him. I just never really got into
Uzi
it.
and Big X the plug. That's it.
Big X the plug's my guy.
See, I'm the
So-
biggest, the largest.
All right, well, let's bounce around, man. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of NBA All-Star talk here, and let's get over to let's get over to talking about
Lakers.
the Lakers here. Lakers are on a nice 6-game win streak.
We actually have
not,
breaking news.
not the best in the league, but they are one of the top teams in a win streak right now with 6 games won. Right now, the Nuggets are currently hotter than them with a 7-game win streak. But I believe they're also tied with another team in streaks. The Thunder
Lakers?
are on
Yeah.
on another 6-game win streak
Mhm.
as well. Excuse me. Go ahead,
The,
Daniel. Keep breaking news.
The Lakers have signed a center.
Oh,
Alex
shit.
Len. He was just playing on Sacramento. His numbers don't look that great. I'm gonna be honest. Don't know anything about this guy, but they have signed a center. So
There you go. That's- that was-
Anyways,
that
on
was
to
the moment that
one
you were
Breaking
waiting
news.
for.
Breaking news
On
with
the
King
one-
Roosa.
if you want to
On
see
to
him,
the one that we do care. It is
all right, whatever.
I got you.
your boy. How do you feel about how he did on his first game?
Luca,
As a
I think he
Luka.
only had to play 3 quarters, and out there, I mean, God, I need E to play the clip, man. I need you to play the Lakers clip.
Yeah, Luka turns immediately see his eyes look up the floor, and then this is put perfectly to.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Yeah, Luka turns.
was so excited.
He was so excited. He's like,
Extremely excited.
Why is
Good
this
for
a
him.
thing? I want to know. Listen, the meat riding that is going on right now with the four of y'all.
oh my
I'm
god.
excited. He's fucking threw the ball, bro. Y'all, look at this
It's his
clip.
face. Look at his fucking
Fuck outta
face.
here.
He's excited. Look at his.
Yeah, Luka turns.
He was excited, bro.
He is excited to look down the court and see LeBron already at the basket.
Glaze.
That's not
Glaze like a donut.
How is
If
that
anything,
glazing? We're
Luka
talking about
is
his
glazing.
face, not ours. We don't give a shit. I'm saying he's happy.
Listen,
Luka's glazing LeBron.
I don't even think it's glazing. I think it's just because Luka has been waiting for so long to play with a bunch of
Yeah,
other
coach.
superstars. I understand where everybody's coming from with the idea of it being glazing, but I think that it's really just on Luka at this point. Just being excited to actually like have a supporting cast that they'll be able to go to the finals this year. They just have to execute. They will be able to do it. Like they have the ability to do it. They have the roster. They have all the pieces now. They just have to execute. It's not
Saul.
glazing.
Hey, coach.
Saul's
Hey,
talking to
coach.
Vegeta.
Hey, coach. Hey, coach. Just for you, bud.
Yeah, Luka turns.
Not glazing.
You got
Glazing.
how is it not glazing? You're literally glazing him right now. Do you understand the definition of glazing? That is you defending somebody because of something so stupid. It is the dumbest clip on the.
What's it stupid?
I saw the
How is
clip
it stupid?
100 times on my social media for whatever reason. It kept playing.
Yeah, Luka turns.
It's because he has somebody to throw it to. You mean to tell me in all the years with the Mavs, he hasn't had nobody to throw the ball to? He's
Not
never
like
made that
LeBron.
face. Bull fucking shit.
Who could he throw
Hold
Get
on
to?
a
off
second.
of me. Hey, listen.
Who could he throw to?
Did you hear Damien? Hold on a second. He said,
No, I didn't hear Damien. I can't hear
Listen,
him down there.
listen,
He's
listen,
too
listen.
far down there.
listen to his argument.
Who was he throwing it to?
Anybody on the team? There's 4 fucking people on that team, bro. You can't tell me they made it to the NBA, brother.
This is how
You
he was
can't tell
throwing
me
it.
he's never thrown the ball down court to a player.
I was like, but has he
Tell
ever
me he's
thrown
never
it to
thrown the
who?
ball down the court to a player. Tell me.
Who? Damien?
No, because it's LeBron
was-
James and it's Luka, and they had to make it all special.
Did
Get
you
the fuck
see
out of here,
their
bro.
numbers together? 77, 23.
Take it out the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take it out the mouth.
Hey,
Don't you talk
Damien.
about Luke Glorious like that?
Hey, Damien. Tell him one more time that it's because he didn't have who to throw to.
God
Yeah,
damn.
who was he throwing to?
Everybody on the fuck, anybody on the team.
He didn't have.
But has he ever thrown it to?
LeBron.
Yeah, Luka turns. Immediately see his eyes look up the.
God damn.
Let's
Christ.
call him La Luca. La Luca.
Luka is crazy.
La Luca.
What's Damien gonna do to himself once he retires?
I'm
Next
stopped
season.
watching the NBA.
Actually,
No, I'm just kidding. No, I told you I'm becoming a Knicks
you're a
fan.
Knicks fan, right?
Yeah, I gotta get used to that.
I'm keeping that
Yep.
video just to get Coach riled up every time.
How does
I mean,
How
it
does-
doesn't really roll me up, but I was. You know.
how
That's gonna
about
work out. I got the Mahomes video to round me out.
I got a
Jalen
bunch,
Brunson?
Matt. I got a bunch.
You got a bunch.
I got a bunch of videos that you're probably gonna get pissed at.
Yeah, probably.
But
Oh, Q. Look at that. There you go. There you go.
how are we
Sand meat
feeling about,
riding.
how are we feeling about this Lakers Luca thing? Do you think that the Lakers? Well, obviously they made a good decision, but do you think that this
Yeah.
could really equal a championship?
No,
No, why?
they don't have any defensive depth there. You put a big. You found.
Jared
Please,
Vanderbilt.
please, okay. Please do not do that fucking dumb look. Luka has no defensive skill at all. They did not add defense with Luka. They lost defense with Luka.
Listen,
First of all, he's like a fat sausage down the street. Okay,
okay.
he's a couple pounds lighter than me, my boy. All right, and that's saying something.
He's a
All right.
fat sausage.
So
It's
first of
crazy.
all, Don't
You're
do
pretty
that.
old.
And then you add a no-name center. Who? What are his stats? What has he done?
He's averaging
No,
1.4
it is not going to
points
make
a game.
it'll equate to a playoff game. Yes, you guys will be in the playoffs. Congratulations. But
Y'all
as
getting
far as
past
that,
Oklahoma
it's going to
City,
be
though.
very difficult for other teams that are more whole as a whole.
Listen, come finals time, come championship time, LeBron and Luka will be holding a trophy.
You heard it right here, folks, on No Rules Just Sports, February 11th, 2025.
Sorry,
Flip
I'm allergic
this.
to bullshit.
Listen,
All right.
how can you say we're not a defensive team when we have Bronny? Okay.
Not Braun. Not Braun.
He's not
Ladies and gentlemen,
Bronny, bro.
listen, I have to go. My
Bronny.
fish is drowning right now, so I got to go. I'm out. Peace out.
I understand. No, I don't know if it equals a championship. You're absolutely right.
I'm really going to see Coach dip out.
They don't have that defensive depth. At least they haven't shown much of it yet. So you're absolutely right. I actually agree with you. Luka does take away from that, but hopefully the Lakers can make a run and prove that they can be a defensive team. This fish is actively drowning right now.
That's a new one for me, honestly. What I will say about the Lakers right now, currently in the NBA, they are ranked number 13 in overall points allowed defensively. So they are like in the mid tier currently.
Yeah, they're
I
not
think what they were looking to do was just really add offensive firepower so in a way that they can get into at least the top 10, maybe top 5 offensively. They're trying to plug holes where they need to on offense in order to make up for the disappointment that they have on defense currently. Because they don't really have much defensive depth.
But my thing is
that
like
center problem.
you gave up a big that was scoring 26 points a game for a fat boy that scores 28 points a game.
Who can't play defense?
He can play
Anthony
defense,
Davis
but he
plays
doesn't.
way better defense than anything Luka does.
Anthony Davis might be, top 3 defensive player in
The
the league.
worst thing about Anthony Davis is that he gets hurt. That's it.
Which, we have to be real here. When he went to the Mavericks, he immediately got hurt. And, prayers up for him, but that's kind of rough.
Stop
You
calling
trade
me,
you trade away your guy, and you get Anthony Davis back, and you're like, Anthony Davis, he's been pretty healthy lately. He's going to be stellar, and now he's going to be out for a while. It's kind of rough.
He wasn't healthy lately. He missed before he got traded. He was down for 5 games.
But he's been healthy like the last season, all the way leading up to those 5 games. He was generally healthy.
Oh,
he didn't miss that many games, as much as he did actually the previous season before.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie though. But for the game that he was there with the Rockets and he left early,
he was doing great.
26 points.
He was doing amazing, but he's got to stay healthy, or else that Mavericks team is not going anywhere.
Can we talk while we're on the Mavericks? Can we talk about the fans rioting outside of the stadium?
Yeah, if you got that video, can you pull that up real quick? Because I want to mention something.
I'm so happy that it actually happened, and then you had AD do what he did. Now, granted, he did get hurt, but it was kind of like just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
True. Damn.
So last week, I said a theory that basically the Dallas Mavericks they ended up making the trade for Anthony Davis, all because Mark Cuban was trying to build a casino, and he's not able to do it in Texas. So they're trying to tank the team some way that they can eventually move to Las Vegas. I mean, if you got dudes chanting out there, if you got like actual fans going out there,
I'm gonna get a tinfoil hat And I'm gonna
I
pop that
feel
bitch
like-
on when this motherfucker be talking about shit like that.
I feel
Me
like
too.
listen, I feel like y'all should watch out and just continue to watch this story. You know, just keep it in the back. Just
It's
put it
not
on the back
gonna
burner for
happen.
now.
It's-
You
it's
never
not
know.
true.
You
They're not
never
gonna leave
know.
Time out. They're not going to leave a market like Dallas. I'll tell you that right now. They're not going to leave a big market, big sports market like that.
Yeah, you have other teams that will move before Dallas does, I think.
Correct.
Well, what they could potentially do is they could move the franchise. Like if let's just say this happens. They could move the franchise, but then award an expansion franchise to Dallas. Dallas would keep the Mavericks history, name, and then allow the new team in Vegas to just basically create
On that note, bottoms up,
a
fellas.
brand new brand and everything.
Benji,
I need to
you really
drink
going
myself.
deep on this. There's a lot of things that's got to happen here. And
There's a
it's
lot.
just not it.
But
it's just not it.
Look, if you got people pissed like that
they're gonna
over a
of course
trade,
They're gonna be pissed, but I'm sure they're kind of over it at this point.
we'll
They're gonna
see.
get over
I mean, I'm pretty
They're
sure they
absolutely
will be, but you know, Mark Cuban, I don't think you're gonna get your casino. I'm sorry. The only way that you'll be able to really get that casino is if you end up leaving the Mavs altogether and you request an expansion franchise out.
Or he can just go build a fucking casino and not have it attached to a team.
Or
Ding ding
He
ding.
could do that in Vegas.
or he's very rich, he's very old, and he's a minority owner, and he has nothing to do with anything that the Mavericks did in this what is probably the most controversial trade in NBA history.
Ding ding ding.
I'm being serious. I really don't think that Mark Cuban had anything to do with this. He has
think
gone
so
on
either.
record saying how much he loves Luka, and you think he's going to be anywhere near the part that trades Luka for Anthony Davis? Fuck no.
You never
Absolutely
know.
not. He would.
All I'm gonna say is
You
you
never
never really
know.
know.
A man who said he would
What?
divorce his wife over
Look.
trading Luka would trade Luka? No. Because he gained a few pounds? No. No, sorry. He just took him to the finals the previous year. He would never. This is all on that other guy. All on him. He made a trade which he thought was a win now trade. Let me get Anthony Davis while he's on a hot streak, while he's defensive. He's that defensive guy in the league. There's conversations.
I ain't sipping no Kool-Aid, man. Come on, man.
He's in conversations to be defensive player
This is
of the
just a
year.
theory. This isn't necessarily going to really happen.
But you are the one that brought it back up again.
I did.
You're the
I
one.
did.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, like, and I gotta agree with I gotta agree with Damien here. Like, he's sorry, my camera's not focusing for whatever reason. He's a minority owner of the team. Like, he realistically has no say on what is going on. So there's just nothing to be had there. I don't know what the hell's going on.
It's bothering you too. Your face is not happy about this.
So
Because if you don't stop focus, I'm gonna smack you. Make you focus. I talk to
I
a
wanna
woman.
focus.
Saul,
Weird.
focus.
It's really not. It's not focusing on you at all.
Pull a
Somebody
Jimmy Butler on
fix
it.
Coach's mic and camera. It's actually
mic's
just the camera,
fine.
but yeah, my bad.
We just put a picture of him there, and he could just.
I mean, y'all can just continue to go. You don't have to see my sexiness.
I don't know.
Facts.
It's kind of. Never mind.
Pause.
Pause.
I was just kidding. But yeah, I don't know. I think the Mavericks are staying in Dallas. I
Yeah.
would like to go on the record and
All of
say,
us will
Ben,
die
I hear
before
you.
they'll move out of Dallas.
Ben, I hear you. They're staying in Dallas. It is too good of a market to give up.
Hell yeah. Too much money.
Way too
Way
big.
too much. But I will say at the end of the day, you never really know.
You never know.
So
'Cause nobody expected Luka to get traded.
yeah.
That's
That would
true.
be a little bit. That would honestly be a little bit crazier than trading away Luka.
Okay, yeah. I'm about to say trading away a player versus tanking an entire season
go.
for many, many years and then moving to a whole different place just to build a casino is absolutely insane.
Oh,
That's
that's insane.
just not a thing. So,
Fair point.
but yeah, that pretty much rounds out that with the Lakers, man. It's been definitely an interesting little thing. Anything else we want to talk about as far as when it comes to the trades? Any of the trades that we like or don't like?
No, I nothing. Well, we could talk about how the fact that Dalton Connect and I forget the guy's name, the center that was going to come to LA. I mean, the fact that got rescinded because he didn't pass his physical, and now, what team is that guy? He's on the Hornets, right? The Hornets are trying to challenge that and trying to say that the Lakers are bullshitting basically, and that they just didn't want to go through with the trade.
Jake from Safe Farm in the house.
What up, Jake?
A champion fan.
But
we'll get to it soon, Jake. Stay tuned.
All right. Well, I think we can move on here, and let's go ahead. We're going to do a quick coverage of the Orlando Magic. We'll have a better breakdown, but let's go ahead and run into some Orlando Magic ball.
Hold on 1 second.
Hey! Lord! You took my money!
Took my money!
All right, so Orlando Magic continue to kind of have a struggling go about right now, even with all our starters. Not all, but most of our starters are back up in action and playing right now. So just a quick coverage here. Me and Damien will go into a bigger in-depth breakdown going into next week, just because we had a bunch of stuff to cover. We have All-Star and all that. But we'll go into a bigger in-depth breakdown on the Orlando Magic. Damien, if you want to recap some of their most recent games, and then and like I said, we'll definitely do a bigger in-depth breakdown and really try and figure out what's going on with the team. Why are we not feng shuiing right now?
Well,
we theoretically should be doing great.
I love it. I love you bringing that term in here. Feng shui.
That is true. I would like to point out the Magic are now below 500. They are 26-29, which is never where you want to be. They are still second in opponents' points per game. So that is they're still keeping opponents to around 100 points a game. However, they're 30th in points per game. They're holding opponents to actually 105.8, and they're only scoring on average about 104. So they're losing games. They dropped one last night to Atlanta. They lost by 6.
Last night I was kind of scoping through it. The box score was not good. Not good at all.
They've just what I really think it is since Paolo's been back and since losing their guys, steam has run out, and they're just not meshing like they were before guys got injured. And I still think that they can turn it around. I mean, they're only 9th in the East, still very manageable, still a chance to turn it around right now. You got All-Star break, perfect time, but yeah, they're just not the same Orlando Magic team that we were talking about to start the year. Yeah, let's see. They won against the Spurs by 1 point on Saturday. Lost to Denver last Thursday. Beat Sacramento last Wednesday. I mean,
they had a rough West Coast trip. They
lost to Golden State. Yeah, they lost to the Jazz. Ew.
Oh, come on.
They lost to Portland.
They got wrecked by the Jazz.
I mean, they lost to Portland twice in a row. It's bad.
So, just like looking through the numbers and stuff, I think like one of the bigger things that you have is when Paolo and Franz are playing so well, nobody else on the team is doing anything. And then when one or the other struggle, that's when you see the blowout type game that they have where they get blown out. It's just like I saw a few that was like Paolo had 9 points, 34 minutes and 9 points. That's not what you need.
That's a bueno.
I mean, I know we said we were going to break down, but honestly, I think one of the things that we can honestly say right now that like going into it is they are one of the teams that struggled, that did not that not that they struggled, but they failed to do something during the trade deadline stuff. Like they are failing to do anything. And they really should have pushed for Fox. I'm sorry. They really should have pushed for Fox.
They should have.
I would trade Franz for Fox.
Franz?
Match him. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Not with the numbers he's had recently. I
But
think
he's been wishy-washy himself.
I know, but
He's been wishy-washy himself, and you get a guy like Fox that's been carrying a Sacramento team, a no market. There's no market over there, and he's carrying that team. And you put him with Paulo? Yes, please. Yes, please.
That's true. If they had a real strong point guard, it would probably be better. But I mean, I think they could.
It's not that I hate. Don't tell me. I don't hate Franz. Don't get me wrong. I love that big motherfucker with the light touch. But
hey, by the way, we're on the topic. I'm going to the game tomorrow night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Playing the Hornets, so hopefully they can come out with a dub. Hopefully.
They should.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I love watching LaMelo highlights, man. That man he doesn't have the fuck he wants. Like,
just watch out when he's on the road.
Some of the things that he does is just it's like he's like. It reminds me of the Stephen Curry kind of thing where like it doesn't make sense how he does some of the shit he does and he just does it and it just naturally happens. Like just the way he was. I think so. I would have had him.
I would argue he's doing really well on a bad team, and I don't think that's all-star worthy. I think I still think that he could have played for the All-Star.
I think that he should have been on there apart from some of the other people.
He is fun to watch though. That's one thing.
I think I would have chose him over Tyler Hero.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
I feel like on Kenny's team, he could have fit somewhere there. You know what I mean? Like,
it's not on Team Shaq.
Just not on Shaq. You can't. There's nobody you can really replace from Shaq's team, but
that's
Kenny
the
can replace somebody.
Right?
It really is. It's like the NBA legend team. Like you go on the game and you pick the 99 overall. That's Shaq's team.
Yeah, exactly.
True, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm watching LaMelo tomorrow, and of course our Orlando Magic.
I do want to give a shout out. The YouTube has been really deep tonight. We appreciate everybody watching YouTube. We don't see a lot of people comment, but we definitely appreciate you guys viewing over there.
Hey guys, if you're on YouTube or if you guys watching from Facebook or even Twitch, we appreciate you coming. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you're following all of our pages. Keep the chat going, man. Keeps us going. Keeps the community going. Keeps this page going.
Shut the fuck up, everybody.
Yeah.
Actually, in all seriousness, obviously we know Coach is joking, but we were talking about before the show. You guys guide a lot of the show, like your comments and stuff. That helps feed. Joking? Yeah, you are. We know you are.
We know you are.
You just know you're kind of like you're a little fiery tonight. You got a little gas in the tank tonight. You a little fire.
Got some ball before you came in, huh?
Piss me off with that stupid ass fuck. Go ahead, play it. Play it.
Play it.
Yeah, Luka turns over. Immediately see his eyes.
Oh man, he mad as hell.
You know what? I'm gonna shrink it just to where it does that bing. And it has his face, and that's what I'm going to use from now on. Just
instead of his face, you should put Coach's face on there.
You know what? I'm going to do it.
Mason. My dad's talking about the bottom of my jersey.
Howdy, Papa Rice.
I'm warning you.
I shot my dad, by the way.
I'm warning you.
Just don't show me what I.
That rounds out the Magic that rounds out the Magic pretty much. We suck, and we can't figure out why.
Start next week. We're gonna have the best team. We're gonna have a segment for the Washington Wizards. Start next week.
We're gonna start. We're gonna have a segment for the glorious Lakers.
We're gonna.
Yeah, all y'all would be just nutting everywhere.
That's
I don't even like
crazy.
the Lakers. I don't even like the fucking Lakers.
The weekly Wizards. Let's do it. I'm with it. Let's talk about the Wizards.
Coach, that's a-
Weekly Wizards.
That's a
not.
tag.
Absolutely not.
Wizards Weekly or something like that.
Yep.
Pass.
Yep. So starting next week, man. Starting next week, we're gonna get into the best team in the NBA.
All right, boys, what we got next?
Coming up next, man, we got the rose. We got to hand a player a rose that we feel is deserving.
So ominous. What the fuck? That was weird, bro. Why are you in my head right now?
No,
What
that
the
was
fuck
weird.
just happened? I'm leaving.
That was
Y'all
really
have a good night. I love you.
That
That's
was really
crazy.
weird.
That was fucking weird. Why did we say the same words?
One brain working together.
So
Oh, yeah.
last
Yeah.
week we had. Go ahead, Damien. Well, he ended our rose too.
Oh, who do we have? No, I'm just kidding. Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. That's crazy.
Katie.
We've
We've had a few people. We've already had a few of these, and what we do. There's only one person on the show other than me and Damien that know who it is, and it's E because he has a clip. When we cue up the clip, he'll know exactly who it is. Our other two hosts have to guess who it is, and we ask everybody in the community sound off since it's been popping off all night long, should I say. Let's hear from the community. Who do y'all think it is? We're just going to read the accolades, me and Damien, and you guys guess. He is a one-time Olympic bronze medalist, 3-time all-defensive team, 8-time all-NBA, 1-time all-rookie team, 13-time NBA all-star.
He is a one-time NBA All-Star Most Valuable Player, a three-time NBA champion, a one-time NBA Finals MVP, a 6-time NBA Player of the Month, a 18-time NBA Player of the Week, and to top it off, he has one gold medal. Any guesses of who it is?
The gold
Trying to think
medal.
of how many?
Is
Wait,
it gold
at the
medal with Team
beginning,
USA?
Oh yeah, oh
Okay.
yeah.
And it is a retired player. We term that, right?
It is a retired player. He's played for.
Oh, that was
wait a second.
was-
So at the beginning,
my guess is
it's me. It's cute.
wait, Coach, you said that
Q,
at the beginning he had a bronze medalist. He was a bronze
So-
medalist in the.
One-time bronze medalist for the Olympics, should I say.
He's played for 3 teams that I can think
Okay.
of.
Okay.
I believe only 3. Yes, only 3.
3 teams.
Three
Okay.
teams. Yeah, I believe so.
let me look it up for y'all. Make yourself look like
Oh, so
Need
you can
guesses,
look it up.
boys. Need guesses. Community sound off. Well, who do you guys think it is? Let us know. Let us know.
This is tough, man, because
Well-
bronze medal was throwing me off.
What threw me off was the 3 teams. So,
you
got it.
only on
This is-
2.
You got to think about. No, he was on 3.
Google says 2.
Google is wrong. It's 100% on 3.
How many NBA championships?
you said 3.
No Googling.
3-time NBA champion.
No Googling. Watch your fingers. Hands up, boys. I don't want to see no typing here.
Everything's saying 2 times. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Is he?
That's nice.
He's recently retired, right?
He is retired. We're not going
Um,
to say recently or not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Gotta have a guess.
I'm just gonna say it right now. I don't know.
You gotta
Just
get a
guess.
guess.
Gotta
Get a
throw
guess
somebody
in.
out
Get
there.
a guess in, dude.
I was gonna guess Dwayne Wade was my first guess, but he's only played for one team.
Okay.
Hmm.
What else you got? What do you got, Benji?
So it's D-Wade.
Man, I'm thinking it's somebody from potentially the 80s.
Chat, y'all too fucking quiet. All these people in here.
I'm
I'm
annoying.
thinking-
No, let's hear it.
Come on. Q, who you got for real? All right, D Wade. Jake, you still here?
Give me Barkley.
Matt
It can't be
Padre?
D Wade. I think it's
Can't
from the
be D-Wade.
80s. Because when's the last time that we went bronze in the Olympics?
Well, what teams has Barkley played for?
Barkley played for the Suns. He also played for Philly.
Nets.
Rockets.
No, I'm tripping.
I don't
think that's it.
Yeah, I don't think he played for.
I think that's it.
And what teams did Dwayne Wade play for?
The Heat.
Dwayne played for the Heat. He also played for Chicago.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about
He
Chicago.
did go back to the Heat, but I don't think that doesn't count necessarily.
Did he play? No,
Did he
well, he
play
played.
anywhere
My
else?
guess is Carlos Boozer.
Yo, I forgot about him. He was actually a beast back in the day.
I remember the
All right,
time he painted on a hairline. That was fun.
Dude, that was funny as shit.
fuck.
But
That's
no,
funny as
I
fuck.
forgot all about Boozer. Boozer
don't
was a
know.
beast back in the day.
I mean, this is a shot in the dark. I'm just gonna say Charles.
All right.
E, you want to play the clip?
E. Play that clip.
Bulls could tie it with a 2. They could go ahead with a 3. And they've already tripled 11 times tonight. Both teams with 11 triples. Salmons. This is Thomas. 17-footer. No. Rebound to Rose. He missed it. Thomas slams it home.
Didn't have time to do anything after he didn't have it.
Here he
That
comes.
24-second clock.
Wade for the score. Miami's up 127 to 125.
That shot was a lot more difficult than that reverse that he tried earlier.
40 seconds left in the double overtime. Salmons comes right back.
So something like that.
Kirk Heinrich will inbound. Looking for Rose. Wade denies it. Into Salmons with 10. With 8. With 6.
Not a good matchup right here for the Heat.
Salmons.
There's
Wade,
Wade
with
with
a steal. With 2. Wade puts it up for the win.
Oh,
He
baby!
did it. He did it. Dwayne Wade with the steal and the game winner.
Do you believe that?
Woo,
Hey,
baby!
Matt was right.
Look at that, baby!
It's D Wade.
That's my boy.
What
Now
threw
you
me
guys-
off is the bronze medal.
You know what's crazy? I almost wore my D Wade jersey tonight too.
You guys said he only played for one team, 2 teams. He played for 3 teams. He played
Okay,
for
so
the
wait,
the
time out. So he
third.
played for the Heat. Played for the Bulls, right?
played
Is
for the
Ben right?
Cavs with LeBron.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very
The
short
Bulls.
stint. He actually did not
Wow.
stay the whole season. He went back.
back to Miami.
No, I think he went back to the Bulls.
To the Bulls.
No,
yeah.
he went back to Miami or something.
He played for
It
the
was-
Bulls.
it was-
We're all shocked I said D Wade.
No.
I wasn't
No.
shocked. I
No,
was
you
shocked
did a
that
good
you
job,
said.
man. That was a
he
good
played-
Yeah, I
I
got
ain't,
that
gonna
wrong.
lie, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When y'all
Look.
read off accolades, that doesn't tell me shit because there's a lot of people that have a lot of accolades. Like,
Yeah.
I need something like concrete. The only thing that helped me out was the fucking video. You ruined it for me. But you
Look.
kind of had no choice but to ruin it for me. Like,
Exactly.
What threw me off was a bronze medal because we have been so
2020.
dominant.
Q got it
2004.
right too. Q got it
Let me
right
tell you
too.
this lineup. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this
You did
lineup.
right.
The 2004 Olympic roster,
Was
and they
stacked.
went bronze. Allen Iverson, Dwayne Wade, Boozer, Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James. I'm reading only people that are worth a fuck. Tim Duncan, Lamar Odom, Richard Jefferson.
Yo, Lamar Odom. I forgot all, but he was a fucking monster in his day, too.
Bronze, bro.
Who did they get bronze to? Who did they get bronze?
Bronze.
Who got silver and gold?
Spain, I think, won.
What?
Was it Spain?
Now, mind you,
What?
D Wade, LeBron, those guys were in the league for 1 year at that point. That was like their second year in.
Damn, they had the Amari Stoudemire and Richard Jefferson as well.
Mario was my guy when Melo went up to New York and I was watching them up there. I used to
Yeah.
watch Stoudemire play.
It was Argentina. Argentina won.
Argentina?
They're Ginobili.
They had. Yeah, I about to say they had Ginobili.
Yeah, they did have Ginobili.
So that was MJ, Magic, all those guys. Those were the dream team. LeBron, D-Wade, Kobe. Those guys actually became the redeem team because of that bronze loss. They went on to win next time they went, 2008.
Did you guys watch that documentary, by the way?
It was.
I need to watch. It's on my watch list.
Phenomenal.
I have not.
Phenomenal.
Which one is it?
The Redeem Team.
Especially
not watched
the way
that.
that they talk about Kobe on that team was special.
God, bro. They talk about that moment.
What's it on? Is it on a streaming service?
It was on Netflix.
All right, I'll have to watch that shit.
Yeah, it's a really good one. But
Wait, why was Kobe Bryant not on the Olympic roster for 04?
Oh, I could have been injured.
Probably hurt.
But
knowing his competitive behavior, that's the only reason why I could see him not playing. You know what I mean?
It wouldn't because it wouldn't be because he wasn't good enough. I mean,
the Redeem Team was, dude.
I'm checking it right now.
Kobe's definitely he's definitely one of my goats, dude.
Yeah.
Tune in next week. We're gonna go over everybody's top 3 players. It'll probably get a little controversial in here, which is good because we want.
It's going to get controversial in here.
I mean, I hope so, but I hope not.
I guarantee some people ain't going to have your glorious king on their top 3 favorites.
Top 3: Luka, LeBron, and Bronny.
All right, I think it's time that we say goodbye and good night to King Roosa.
God. Damn, I got kicked out.
But in all seriousness, dude, I think it's time. After you putting Bronny number 1,
Yeah, Bronny.
Everybody, wave goodbye to King Roosa real quick.
In all seriousness, if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's such a good documentary. I really, you know what I hate about it? Actually, there's one thing. I love that list. Jake, I love you.
We need a third player, Jake.
That's a fair list.
That's next week's convo.
That Redeem Team, brother, it's such a good document. The only problem that I have with it is Carlos Boozer. He's in it way too much, and he legitimately thinks he was him.
He's the only one.
The way he talks, it's just so.
I wouldn't say he's him, but Boozer was good. He just wasn't him.
Everybody else on that team had something to do with it.
No, he was good. You can't say okay. Boozer had his run. He was doing some things.
No, he was
but
a
he
solid
wasn't.
Player. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't. I wouldn't say he's great. I wouldn't say he's okay. I think he was a good player. He was good for what he needed to be.
If I'm not mistaken, that team also helped mentor, or maybe it was the 2012 team that helped mentor Anthony Davis. They took him along because they usually take a young basketball player who's either fresh out of high school, in college, but not in the NBA yet, but they're basically going, and they would take him along with them. And Anthony Davis was one of those players. So,
oh yeah.
But yeah, it's been fun, guys.
Well, I like that Rose. I mean, obviously we wanted to do it last week, but obviously with the rotation it didn't pan out. But
I guessed that, baby. I'm glad I guessed that.
You got that one. You did.
I got it. I was hesitant, but I knew something deep down knew. I was like, it has to be my boy D Wade.
It was D Wade. You're absolutely right. You and Q. You got that.
Boy. He's 3. Okay. Good take,
you know
Jake.
LeBron being
Good
in
take,
there.
Jake.
What is that?
Before we sign out, there was a clip I sent in, and I just think it's a really cool clip. It's the ankle's broken, but it's also kind of crazy. It's like a fucking glitch because it happens to 2 dudes, and it's at the same time, and it's almost the exact same movement and everything. It was crazy. If you want to play that,
is it the Halliburton clip?
Yeah, Halliburton. Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure that's what I named it as.
Halliburton shakes free of 2 defenders.
Hold on.
Run it back real quick.
Halliburton shakes free.
They do the same shit, they do the same dip. Hold on, what?
Halliburton shakes free of 2 defenders. And that will do it.
That's
It's
crazy.
it's nothing
They do the
crazy,
same
but it
dip.
was just it was just weird and wild.
Contextually, it seems like it's the absolute end of the game, and they
It
don't
is.
want him to get a lob all the way down. And I get it, but man, both of y'all going for the fucking pass fake.
You can see where he was running away. He was definitely trying to end the game. Just trying to burn the clock.
Cardboard, dude.
Yeah.
Horrible.
100%. He was just trying to get out of there.
I like that take. Honestly, I think the league got lucky that injuries hurt T-Mac. I don't know why they got.
I think
lucky,
the league
but-
got unlucky because
Yeah.
T-Mac would have been.
T-Mac
I know what you're saying.
T-Mac
but,
was
like, I
nasty.
He
agree.
was a
I
monster.
fucking love Tracy McGrady, bro.
We'd be
He was
having
a
different
fucking
conversation.
beast, bro.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing with D Rose, man.
That is true.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same
Absolutely.
thing with D Rose, bro. Without injuries, D Rose would have been goated. You
Yeah.
know, up there.
Well, I mean, he definitely would have been. There would be a conversation about greatest point guard of all time.
Dude, when Rose came in the league, he made an impact immediately.
Immediately,
Yeah, he was a fucking monster.
he made an impact immediately, and he was fighting of the likes of the LeBron James. Like, I would honestly say he was fighting with a lesser team and doing things with it. Like, let's be real. Who did he have on that team? Luol Deng? Are you kidding me?
Joakim Noah.
Nah,
Joakim Noah. Wow, what a guy.
Got who? What? Howard?
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler was not there when he first got there, dog.
Yeah, but he
Stop.
came eventually.
Yeah,
Butler.
eventually after
Jimmy
was
Butler.
hurt.
yeah,
Carlos
but we,
Boozer. Hello.
Okay, see, there you go.
him from the mountains of Himothy,
Oh no.
the Himalayas.
Oh,
Nobody
no.
paints on a hairline like
No.
Carlos Boozer. Okay.
Tracy was a fucking monster.
What were you saying, E? From the mountains of Himalaya.
I say he's from the mountains of Himalaya. Carlos
him
Boozer
and-
is
yo,
him.
T-Mac and Kobe battles were good. I'm about to go actually after this watch some of those. Those are
Jimmy
classics
Butler?
to watch.
Jimmy
No, T-Mac
Butler?
and T-Mac and Kobe's battles.
True.
Who else was on that Bulls team?
Howard, wasn't he?
Which
No.
Howard? The Duck?
What?
Howard the Duck?
What? What's going on right now?
Howard
Who's
the Duck.
typing?
What are you talking about?
Howard who?
I forgot his name.
Or
bro.
the
Oh my god, what's his
Dwight.
What
name?
are we talking
right.
about right now? I'm
What
so
the fuck?
lost. I'm lost. Y'all lost me.
Are you talking?
I am lost as well. You're not alone, E.
What?
I
What?
don't know.
Hey,
Anyway,
while y'all are trying to figure that out, wait, go ahead, my bad.
No, you're all good.
Coach, did you want to do a quick scoreboard check? Only 4 games tonight.
Yeah, go ahead, take it over. I'm trying to look at this. What are you doing?
Oh, you're good. Yeah, no worries. All right, so only 4 games tonight. Currently in the third quarter, 7.5 minutes ago, you got the Toronto Raptors leading the 76ers 64-58. Kind of low scoring game for the second half.
True.
Up in Indiana, you got the Pacers hosting the Knicks. Second quarter, about 3.5 minutes ago, you got the Knicks leading 56-47. Oh, actually just updated 56-50. Knicks are still on top. In Chicago, the Bulls are hosting the Pistons. Pistons are in the lead right now. 2.5 minutes ago in the first quarter, 24-14. And then later tonight, 10 p.m., you got the Memphis Grizzlies visiting the Phoenix Suns.
I love how Jake changes the picture. Got that
I know,
Super
right?
Bowl. I see
Yeah.
it. You
I
ain't
see
getting
Jake.
biased. It was just JS a week ago.
That is
Shout
true.
out to research, and I forgot the GOAT Brian Scalabrine was on that team.
God. Not Scalabrine, not the White Mamba.
Mom,
He was on that.
that's crazy.
Nah,
Okay.
I gotta fuck with y'all tonight.
The White Mamba, dude. Come on. And I
White
forgot
Mamba.
Taj Gibson was on that team.
That's true.
Taj Gibson.
He wasn't bad, but he wasn't great.
He
Luol
was
Deng,
just. If you would have put some size to Gibson, I think he would have been a little bit better. But I feel like he was a little small for what he wanted to do. But he was still good.
Luol Deng was pretty solid. He was.
he was okay.
A lot of solid role players, though.
But
Mhm.
nothing really crazy. That was the only
No,
problem with that team.
Nothing like incredible, like. But I mean that kind of at
And then the
that
depth
time you
killed
really
them.
at that time you really did need star power. Like star power was
Yeah.
what was winning you championships.
Yeah, no, 100%. I agree.
Boston, Miami, even the Spurs. I mean, the Spurs were more home brewed, but still they were studded.
Oh, that Spurs team. If we're gonna cover a rose, we should just hand that Spurs team a
The
rose.
whole team, yeah.
That
whole
whole
entire
entire
team.
team. That's
Yeah.
We're gonna have to
definitely-
make a rule before a show. Like I'm starving. I didn't eat before I came on. You're just eating. I just saw the whole big ass plate get handed to you. I'm fucking. My stomach's growling right now. And you were just over there going to pound. You had sandwiches and plates. I just. What the
Oh,
fuck,
damn.
man?
Is that a
Share
Big
it.
Mac
You
earlier?
got
Shredded
coleslaw.
shredded chicken,
Oh,
Can
I
you
thought that was a
share?
big. I thought that was a McChicken.
and then no, that was like a. I guess my wife just had it left over. Publix chicken right here.
Hey, shout out Publix.
Shout out Publix.
Shout out Publix, but if you don't pay us, fuck you.
Publix, call us up right now.
And I
Hit us
think
in
that
the
does it,
DMs.
man. I think that kind of rounds out NBA talk for the night. Great
Sean
stuff, like you
damn
said.
close.
I know, dude. I'm exhausted. Worked. I actually took over flag football as well at Atlantic High School, and our girls
Attaboy.
had practice tonight, so it's just been constantly doing stuff. So, but I'm here. But appreciate you, Damian, man. Another good take. For everybody in the community
Absolutely.
that didn't hear, next week we will be going over our top 3 players that we feel are the best players that have played in the NBA. At least that I'm going to base mine off of who I've personally watched. I'm not going to go and be like
Statistical. It's about who we think is our favorites.
right,
Personal.
exactly. So if y'all want to tune in next week for that segment, it'll be a nice, good, and spicy conversation because hopefully we disagree on certain things and we don't have to all agree on it.
We're
And,
absolutely going to disagree.
yeah. So
Yeah, and honestly, thank you guys for having me. It was great. It was wonderful to have the conversation. And when we do talk about that, it's going to be refreshing. It's going to be refreshing to be able to talk about Bronny again, because he's definitely going to be up there one day.
Tell us
We'll
more.
see.
Tell us
Bye,
more.
Damian.
Tell us more. Why?
And Brandon Goodwin will be back in the G League. Yeah, sure.
When Bronny moves to Las Vegas and plays for the the Las Vegas Mavericks, that would be great.
Yeah.
Should I leave now?
Yeah.
Fuck out.
Bye, guys.
Later.
Bye, Damien.
Las Vegas Mavericks. So we can have that casino.
That's funny as fuck, man.
on you. You got it, Matty.
Oh, shit.
Hey guys, we've had some great viewership tonight for all you on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us on your Tuesday evening. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you're following all of our social media pages. We love the interaction in the chat. That's what keeps us going. That's what keeps the show going, guys. So keep the comments going. And yeah, like I said, like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, whatever you want us to talk about, we will talk about it. So just leave it in the comments. And absolutely. With that being said, let's move on to some college Las Vegas, Dallas. Let's move on to some college basketball, guys. All right. Hey, first of all, before we get in there, quick shout out to my George Mason Patriots leading the 8-10 right now. First place, currently just lost the lead to St. Louis right now, down 23-21. Nonetheless,
Nice to be young.
honestly, I didn't expect George Mason to be having such a great season so far. So All right,
What
move
are
on
you
to
guys ranked again?
yeah. What'd you say? Yeah.
What are you guys ranked?
Not in the rankings. We did get seven votes to enter the top 25 though.
Oh, okay.
So not too bad. First place in our conference though.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah. My bad.
Hey, but can I ask you a question? Did your team beat the number one team twice now this year? I'm just asking for a friend.
We're talking about number one team in the country, correct? Number one team in the Associated Press.
Did y'all's team beat the number one team twice now this year? This year, no?
We haven't even played a top 25 team this year.
Oh, interesting.
So you can't really you can't really bitch
No,
at
it's
me.
just interesting. I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking for Remy back there. Remy wanted to know.
My dudes up there, for whatever reason, ended up not scheduling any AP top 25 opponents this year.
What's up, Remy?
And it is very unfortunate that it didn't happen.
Remy just wanted to know if y'all's team played a top 25 team. I mean, the number one team and beat them twice. He just wanted to know. Remy, they said no. They said no. He's just wondering. That's it.
That's all.
That's all. There's nothing to it. Anyways, keep going. You were saying number one ranked team.
Yeah, number ranked team is so we'll go down the AP top 25 right now. Auburn, after losing to coach's Florida Gators.
Oh, the Gators. Oh, that's right.
I'm sure you were just waiting for that, right?
Let's run through these rankings real quick here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Number one, the Auburn Tigers, 21-2.
Definitely. Bama moves up to number 2 after Duke takes a loss to Clemson. The Clemson Tigers, out of all teams, on Saturday. Bama's going to move up to number 2. They have an overall record of 20-3. Duke moves down to the number 3 seed. They also are at 20-3. So staying in that top 5 slot. Tied with them is who, Ben?
The number 3 ranked 20-3 Florida Gators, currently receiving 3 first place votes. Currently, when it comes to tournament time, when it comes to March, that's when it's really decided. These are just media rankings at the end of the day.
Oh, here we go.
Don't get too excited.
Media rankings. Brother, if your team was ranked in the top 25, you would be fucking jumping all over it and going crazy. My team is number 3. Put some motherfucking respect on my goddamn name.
Number 5.
And this is why I don't take Gators fans seriously. This is why like only a couple of my family members have gone to the University of Florida.
Why don't you take it serious? Because we win?
Why don't I take y'all serious?
You chomp. Give us a Gator chomp.
You hate us because you ain't us.
You know what's funny, actually? The Ben Hill Griffin family actually donated the land for FGCU.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll donate to your poverty ass school there.
Poverty ass school.
You know what that means when you type like that? That's that talk your shit, coach. That's like clap when you got that periods.
Hell yeah, my boy. Is in here to have my back.
That's wild.
All right, but anyways, quick score update right now in the top 25. Number 1, Auburn is currently playing at Vanderbilt. They are leading with 5:49 remaining in the game, 69-57 currently. Vanderbilt has been upsetting. Previously, they've upset 2 top 25 opponents so far, including the previously number 1 ranked team in the nation. So Auburn, watch out. Please make sure you finish up on this game. Florida is currently playing at Mississippi State. They are blowing out Mississippi State 62-46. Just over 9
That's just what we do.
That one. Tennessee and
Hey, that's
playing
just what we
at
do.
Kentucky. They are tied right now at 54 apiece. Tennessee trying to stay in that top 5. 7:56 remaining in that one. Purdue and Michigan, they are in a battle. There is 5:33 left in that one. Michigan leading at home 58-57, up by 1, 5:33 remaining. UCF is hosting number 10 Iowa State. 3:24 remaining. They are currently down 65-52. UCF is looking like they're going to lose that one.
Hey, wait, time out. Why are you just jumping to conclusions there, man? Why are you just jumping to conclusions, huh?
Well, there's 3:24 remaining.
Okay, there's a lot that can happen. There's a lot that can happen.
13. They're playing.
There's a lot
Iowa
that can
State.
happen.
They're playing Iowa State again.
Okay.
I'll repeat it for you if you don't, if you're not able to understand it. They're playing Iowa State. UCF has only been in the Big 12 for a couple of seasons.
Okay,
They've only been in the power conferences for a couple of seasons. It usually takes a little bit for them to get fully adjusted and ready to go.
Hey, he can't talk shit about my team like that.
I know that Johnny Dawkins. I know that Johnny Dawkins is working on that recruiting right now, but he needs to work faster, and they need more donors.
Coach Smolder.
So listen, NIL is a big deal, and Iowa State got the bag that UCF probably doesn't have. I'm going to be real with you, Matty Ice.
Moving on.
So anyways, moving on. Arizona is playing at Kansas State. They are tied at 29, 2:37 remaining. Arizona is currently ranked number 13 in the country. They are trying to inch their way into the top 10.
That's a good take.
DePaul is playing at Marquette. Marquette is currently ranked number
18.
My computer just wrecked. Sorry.
They're ranked 18. Yep, they're leading.
Currently ranked
16.
18. Up 16-8, 13-13 remaining in the first half. Alabama is playing at Texas tonight over in Austin. That one's going to kick off at 9 p.m. on ESPN. Texas is 4-7 in the SEC right now. They are just trying to stay alive. Some with it, they can improve their seeding come SEC time. Georgia is going to play at Texas A&M tonight, also at 9 p.m. on the SEC Network. Texas A&M is currently number 8 in the nation, 7-3 in the SEC. They are currently trying to battle it out. Indiana is playing at Michigan State. That one's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern on Peacock. Michigan State is currently 10-2 in the Big Ten. The Big Ten not looking that strong this year as far as how many teams could make the field. So if Michigan State is able to improve on their rankings, they should be able to improve on their seeding going into March. Colorado is playing at Kansas. Kansas is number 17. They kick off at 9 p.m. And then last but not least, UConn is playing at number 24, Creighton. Creighton is currently 11-2 in the Big East. That one is kicking off at 9 o'clock on CBS Sports Network. I want to talk a little bit about that Duke game where Duke fell a spot to number 3. Cooper Flagg was he got defended physically pretty hard, honestly. Like anytime that he tried to take a step or he got the ball, he was getting double teamed the whole night. He was getting hard fouled the whole night. I mean, Duke really didn't have any answers just because, with one and done that's going on.
Because
one and done is definitely playing a big role in messing with all these. Okay, Coach, we'll get there. But real quick, I mean, do you guys think that Duke is overrated currently?
No.
Does that loss to Clemson show any signs of
they just had a bad
overratedness?
No, and I'll tell you. You know what? I'll tell you why. Stuff like that happens all the time. There's never going to be ever a perfect team. No one's ever perfect. Clemson just happened to have a great game. Duke just happened to have, one bad game.
At the end of the day, with sports, you're gonna have bad games.
Exactly.
And if multiple people have bad games on the same night, shit happens. That's why I said like the one and done tournaments and like the one and done football and stuff like that. It sucks because people are gonna have bad games. It's a part of sports.
Correct.
So I don't think that now if it becomes a thing where it's a series of events and a series of games, it's different. But one game doesn't tell your season to me.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with
It's just
that.
and it's just like football too. Any given game, you're gonna lose any given game. You're gonna be Duke just got caught on a bad stretch at the end of the second half there.
Yeah. Looking at Duke's previous games that they played in the ACC, let me just read off some of these scores real quick because this is kind of crazy. When they opened the ACC conference schedule at Georgia Tech, they blew out Georgia Tech 82-56. Then they
It's Georgia
hosted
Tech, though.
Virginia Tech 88-65 dub. Then they played at SMU. They blew out SMU 89-62. Then they hosted Pitt, won 76-47. Then they hosted Notre Dame, won 86-78. Hosted Miami, won 89-54. Then went to Boston College. They blew out Boston College 88-63. Then they went to Wake Forest, 63-56 win. Then played NC State, 74-64 win. North Carolina, they won by 17. At Syracuse, they won by 29. And then when they played on the road at Clemson, I mean, basically, Clemson had all of this film that they could take on Cooper Flag. They had a ton of film in which they were able to diagnose what they needed to do against Cooper Flag. I don't think there's necessarily any sort of state to say that they're going to be overrated, but that should serve as a warning for Duke that if you're going to allow your number one best player to be bodied and double teamed the whole night, everybody else got to step up on that team. And John Shire, I'm pretty sure he's going to get his boys ready, especially when they have to play North Carolina again. They also got to play Virginia and Illinois and Stanford.
Wait, time out. Are you saying UNC is going to put up a good game? Because have you looked at the way they've played?
It's Duke and North
UNC
Carolina. I mean, it's a rivalry game. It's a rivalry game.
UNC is on a bad year.
UNC just got
They
blown
are
up
on
by
a
20.
they're on a horrible year.
They just got blown up by 20 yesterday to Clemson.
Correct.
They just got blown out of the stadium. So, but you think that you're gonna keep it close against when they play Duke again?
Well, this is what I think. I mean, if you play Duke twice in a season, you have that opportunity you have that one game to diagnose everything just to see how your team is. And then that second game, they could come back and they could surprise them. Now, is it going to affect Duke's, is it going to affect Duke's seeding in the NCAA tournament? No, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm being honest with this one.
No.
I'm being on. No,
you didn't hear me. You didn't hear me. You didn't hear me.
Stop. Go ahead.
You didn't hear me.
Go ahead.
The coach would have to have them boys sipping on that Kool-Aid for them to believe that they can come back. I understand when you play two teams when you play a team back to back and the first game was close, yeah, you can have that conversation, but it's not like that. Yeah, if your team sucks, you just suck. No matter if it's a rival game or not. As much as Bears fans would love to wish back how many years of ass beatings Green Bay's given them, now that the teams are kind of getting close, evenly matched because they don't have a dominant quarterback, now you can say this. Now you can bring that scenario in. But right now, nah, bro. Duke is way better than UNC.
They're rolling
by a mile.
This is the thing with college, though. In terms of college versus professional, It can change year over year. Sometimes
but
it can
it's
change
not-
year
right
over
now.
Hold on, it's not going to change. It's not going to change the matter of games, though.
Now, I'm not saying North Carolina obviously is not going to be an NCAA tournament team. The only way that they would
Hell
be an
no.
NCAA tournament team is if they ran the table in the ACC tournament and actually won it. That's the only way that they
Not
would
happening.
have to do it. They'd have to get the automatic qualifier.
They won't even get past
That
Wake
most likely
Forest.
won't-
That's my prediction. That's my hot take.
most
They're not even
likely
going to
won't
pass Wake
happen.
Forest.
I mean, my whole thing is, Q, listen.
Dude, that's crazy.
What I'm saying is that Duke just needs to make sure that they stay on their P's and Q's and they actually play solid
They'll be
for the
fine.
rest of the year.
They'll be fine. They have the fan base. They have a great freshman, and they have depth of their bench, so they're going to be just fine. And they have a great coach.
Now, taking a look at the standings here for the ACC, Duke is number 1. Clemson is number 2. They are ranked number 23 in the nation. Louisville is number 3. Wake Forest is number 4. SMU number 5. Shout out to Andy Enfield, by the way. First year with SMU, bringing them in the ACC, ranked number 5 in the ACC. He's doing some good things over there. Stanford Cardinal is ranked number 6, first year in the ACC. That's not looking too bad, actually, for them. North Carolina is currently ranked number 7th. So currently they would have the 7th seed in the ACC tournament. 8 is Virginia Tech. Number 9 is Florida State. Number 10 is Pitt. My whole thing is, let me see here. I don't think Duke has played anybody twice. Because I just had the. Let me see if they do play anybody twice, real quick. The only one that looks like that the only couple of teams that I see that they have to play twice: Miami, Wake Forest, and North Carolina. So Wake Forest, I could see that one being if they don't perform well against Wake Forest, I could see them losing that one. North Carolina, I mean, I don't really see that much of an issue, but with
If
rivalry
anything, I see them
games,
losing. They'll have a better chance of losing to Wake Forest than UNC.
much better chance.
All right. Why are we still talking about this?
But
Duke's
All right,
gonna win.
moving on.
let's
Yeah,
Matt, you want to talk a little bit about George Mason?
Oh man, I said my piece. I just said shout out. We're in first place, man, in the A10. Currently winning tonight. We're at St. Louis. Currently at halftime 33-28. So yeah, man. Just had homecoming this past weekend and excited to see what the home stretch brings for my George Mason Patriots.
Yeah, I might as well bring up my boys real quick. FGCU, Florida Gulf Coast.
gosh.
They played Eastern Kentucky last week. We played them twice. We've already played our second game with them. They blew us out. Eastern Kentucky, I would say they're in a tie for 5th. Oh, okay.
Keep going. This is your spotlight.
Look,
Come on, man.
all right. Take me out of the spotlight, man. Take me out of the spotlight. This is distraction.
Come on.
Nah. But real quick, man, I just want to say, FGCU, please make sure Pat Chambers, when we play EKU in the upcoming ASUN tournament, please make sure that we are ready to go against EKU because they are considered to be their head coach says this, by the way. They say that they want to be the most exciting 40-minute team in all of college basketball. That means that they rebound, they get physical, they go after the ball, they force turnovers, they block shots, they shoot threes nonstop. They look like the most ready team to win the ASUN and represent the ASUN in the NCAA tournament. We did look good against North Florida. North Florida, if historically they're a top 10 3-point shooting team in the NCAA. If you take a look at the past 10 years, what Matt Driscoll has turned them into, they are a 3-point shooting machine. But I gotta say, man, FGCU, you guys gotta be ready. We are currently in a 5-way tie for first. Just got to get through, or excuse me, four-way tiebreaker first. Got to figure it out. Got to get ready to go. It's almost tournament time. One bid league.
You're right.
Win or go home.
Sean.
Get that one seed. Here's a nice part about the ASUN that I don't know if y'all know, but we do not do a neutral site tournament for our conference tournament. It is all on campus sites. So if you are seeded 1 to 4, you are going to host automatically. If we can get the 1 seed, Alico going to be rocking the second weekend of March. Alico is going to be rocking. I'm going to be there on that Sunday for the ASUN Championship. It's going to be absolutely nuts. What the fuck is an ASUN? Listen. The ASUN is the Atlantic Sun Conference. It is the conference that produced Dunk City. It is the conference that produced Andy Enfield. It is a conference that has produced greatness in terms of upsets in college basketball. So, Q, if you like watching mid-major teams battle it out for an NCAA tournament spot, their one NCAA tournament spot in the conference, take a look at mid-major college tournaments. Take a look at Champ Week. Don't just watch the big schools. Watch the little ones as well, man. Because us mid-majors, man, like we treat it as our Super Bowl, man. It's so much fun. Yes, I know it was 13 years ago. I was there for it personally. I know it's old. It's a new era. I just want to see what my boys can do. So,
you got anything else to highlight for FGCU?
That's all I got for FGCU. Coach, if you want to talk about Florida.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, finally, I get to talk about my beautiful Florida Gators. We beat 2 different number 1 teams in the same year. Put us in the top 3 right now. We're playing. We can play in some very hostile.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'd rather watch the cost.
Well, because his team's in the Conference USA, so.
I'm just saying, man, in order to that feat is just crazy on its own, and I don't feel like we're getting enough rep for it. And then we're also beating teams at home, which is even crazier, that are top teams. Like, we're playing in very hostile environment, and we're playing really good basketball right now. So I'm excited to watch them. And yes, I'm in the top 3. Don't try and hit me with, oh, here we go. You're talking. It's wait till you get to March Madness. My team is in the top 3.
Oh, my bad, Sean. My bad, Sean.
Sit your ass down. And you too, Danielle, with your stupid UCF. I don't care. I said it.
Whoa.
I'll let your boy.
Hey, Matt, where's the flag?
Play basketball this year. No, ain't no flag, because we are the best Florida team right now in college basketball. Prove me otherwise.
Now I'm saying y'all gave me so much shit talking about the Terps during football season, but let's talk about them in basketball. It's a whole different ballgame.
I'll wait. I'm waiting.
Terps,
anybody else? Florida?
Hey, you know what? George Mason. That was one thing I forgot to mention about George Mason.
Who?
We're Maryland's daddy. Just to put that on the
Apparently they are Maryland's daddy.
Here we are.
I don't watch college basketball. I don't know shit about it.
It's cool.
I ain't never watched a lick of college basketball, bro. I've watched highlights for good players before they get drafted. That's about it.
I'm cooked, Sean. I'm cooked.
Yo. Oh, man. But, yeah, dude. No, man. Gators are playing some great ball right now. Except for their football season, man. Some mid-ass football season.
What was y'all's record?
All right. Calm down.
Yes.
Calm down. I know. Okay. All right. You just do not have a good football season
right now.
What?
What is George Mason's record for basketball right now?
For basketball, we are currently 10-1 in conference play, 19-5 overall.
Pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good.
So how
hey, Q, I appreciate it.
I got ask a question for y'all. I got to ask a question for y'all. So looking at this, the power rankings, so to speak, right?
Mhm.
How does that work? Because these records are all over the fucking place.
So this is the thing. So
Sean, fuck
college
off.
basketball has multiple. They have multiple ranking structures. These are not power rankings. These are rankings from the media. So members of the Associated Press that have voting rights, they'll vote a top 25. And then there are coaches for the USA Today coaches poll that will also do a top 25. And then other places will do like their own rankings.
Well, I would assume
in
it's
addition
kind of
to
like
it.
NCAA, like the football side of it. It's also power, like strength of schedule.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, looking like there's 18 and 17 sitting at 14, but you got St. Mary's at 20 and 4 sitting at 21. Like that's fucking wild. Like you have all these 20 and blah blah blah, but then you have like a break in like these 16 and
Are you
8.
taking a look at
Well,
the BPI? Or are you taking a look at the net? Or are you taking a look at AP top 25 or coaches poll? Because I
Just
don't see
looking
St.
at-
Mary's in there.
Yeah, it's just
normal.
it's just AP 25.
Literally NCAA.com. I'm looking right at their net ratings.
So the net is the tool that the NCAA uses
But it doesn't make
to
sense. That's what I'm saying.
rank the teams for the NCAA tournament. They do take in.
How does an 18
they
and
don't-
17 ranked way higher than a 20 and 4? It's wild.
Let me pull it up real quick, some way that I can kind of just walk through it here.
I don't know. Shit kind of seems fugazi to me.
Because I did go over this last week. But I'll run through this again.
All I'm gonna say is the Gators kick ass, and we're going for the number 1 spot. I don't know about this team up here.
It doesn't
or
have
this
to
team-
be an in-depth thing. Just give me a 10-second
or
summary.
this team over here, but
So, do you see the quad 1 to quad 4 rankings to the right of the net rankings,
Yeah,
where it shows quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4?
yeah.
Now, if you play any schools within within 1 to 50 that are ranked on these net rankings, you have played a quadrant 1 school. Quadrant 2 shows everything from 51 all the way to, I believe, is either 75 or 100. They may have expanded it, but typically it goes to 75
I see where you're
for
going with
quadrant
this.
2.
But that still doesn't make sense. Because you got a team that's 7 and 5 against quad 1, and you got 4 and 2.
listen,
So that
listen.
still doesn't make sense.
we can.
I was just curious if there was like a set criteria or if it's just all over
Basically-
the fucking place, 'cause it's weird.
basically,
just let the smarter people do it, and then we just look at the fancy numbers.
Yeah.
That's true.
We only
Whatever
pay
it-
attention really to the AP and the coaches poll just because the net.
it's the one that
the
matters.
net doesn't really come in to play until it's NCAA tournament time, anyways. When this
because it's the one
when
that
the
matters.
bracket is selected and it's created.
So this is the list
Really-
that matters, essentially.
This is
That's the
this is
tournament.
actually the list that matters, but it really matters for seeding purposes. And then for any of those that are trying to go for an at-large bid that did not win their automatic qualifier that they could be on the bubble, this list truly matters for those
So
schools.
again, this list
So
is the one
schools
that's most
typically, so if you're at the top 20, so if you start around 26 to 35, those are your bubble teams for the NCAA tournament typically.
important. Well, I know common breakdowns of that. I was just talking about the ranking system.
Right.
This doesn't
So the
make sense
ranking
to me.
system, it's crazy. It's really weird. St. Mary's, the reason why they're ranked number 21 in the West Coast Conference is because they probably have a super strong non-conference schedule to make up for the conference schedule that they have with Gonzaga and then San Francisco, and that's it really for your major
Hell yeah!
schools.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Appreciate that.
Oh yeah, by the way,
I can't root for the Gators.
speaking of Alabama, they play Auburn this week. It is going to be a number 1 versus number 2 matchup. This will be the first time in SEC conference history that they own the number 1 and number 2 spots in the AP top 25 for a regular season matchup. in conferences.
does?
Pretty good. Auburn and
Who does?
Alabama. Auburn and
Auburn
Bama.
and Bama.
What about them?
It'll be the first time that they play. So they play this Saturday. It'll be the first time that the SEC has the number 1 AP Top 25 team and the number 2 AP Top 25 team facing off against each other in the regular season.
And they have the number 3, but I mean they're not playing. But standings wise, they're up.
That's
Last
going to be appointment television, everybody.
No, you're
Appointment
right.
television.
Shout out to you two, man. We're sitting super strong over there tonight. We
Yeah, I really
all
appreciate
that.
you guys.
I said
Really
only a couple people commenting. We wish y'all would be commenting, but we appreciate y'all for watching for sure.
Yeah, if
Hey, last-
anybody's out there on Twitch as well, we appreciate you guys. Just give us some comments, man. If y'all want to talk, more than welcome.
And
to
if
come on
there's
over.
anybody out there that's
That's-
rooting for the Gators to lose, it's not gonna happen.
Smolder. Yeah,
Hey.
that's when you're supposed to smolder.
Last thing before we move on, I just think it's crazy that we're looking at the top 10. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams from the SEC in the top 10. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, it's
And the
currently
SEC
Yes,
is
sir.
the SEC is not really not very strong in basketball.
well,
You said what?
nah, they're strong. This is the strongest
what?
I've ever seen the SEC. They're projected currently right now to have 9 teams go in the NCAA tournament.
Oh, here
Now
we go.
that's current, so they have to figure it out. When they play FGCU, it will be Sean, I love it. But yeah, you know,
Thank you,
I
Dad.
think that this
Appreciate
is
it.
going to be a really good top 25. I think that this is going to be a really good, strong year for the SEC. They just have to just all get into the tournament. And, you know, the NCAA tournament is absolutely crazy. We are inching our way towards there, but we are going to continue to focus on the regular season. Whole point of right now with the regular season is just finish strong, try to get as high of a ranking or high of a seeding that you can for your conference tournament. And the ultimate goal there
hey, don't
is
suck.
to just prepare yourself and don't suck.
Don't suck and win games.
Yep. Don't suck and win games.
Absolutely. All right, that's gonna wrap
Especially
it up for college
FGCU.
basketball.
Pat Chambers, I'm looking at you.
That's gonna wrap it up for college basketball for this evening. Real quick, we're gonna hit hockey segment really quick. It is the Four Nations face-off, so we don't have too much to talk about. So we're gonna hit it really quick, man. Set the rig. All right, man. We are at the, as mentioned, we are at the Four Nations face-off. Pretty much breaks the halfway point of the season. Where's my Brian fan? Next couple weeks, we're going to see Four Nations face off. We're going to see Canada, Sweden, Finland, and the U.S. all pretty much go to head. Top players from each country are going to be competing against each other, and then ending up with a championship coming in next week. So, starting
Your
with tomorrow, what'd you say?
Oh, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
You're good. You're good. Starting with tomorrow, Canada's gonna be taking on Sweden. That's gonna be a great matchup, man. I love watching, top stars from Canada, and then don't get me wrong, Sweden has a lot of great players as well. My boy Leo Carlson is gonna be with Team Sweden. He's gonna be competing throughout the Four Nations face-off. So excited to see him represent Team Sweden. So that's gonna be a great game tomorrow. It's 8 p.m. tomorrow on TNT.
Thursday is also going to be a really strong matchup. You got the United States taking on Finland. That one
Great game.
is going to be an absolutely fantastic game. I know that Matthew Tkachuk is going to be playing on that game. He's going to be playing strong. He's going to help.
It's your boy, Coach.
anchor. He's going to be helping to anchor that Team USA over to victory. It's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN this Thursday night, the 13th. And then Saturday, it's going to be a real doubleheader, especially with the nightcap for Four Nations face-off. First, you got Finland and Sweden at 1 o'clock Eastern on ABC and ESPN Plus. And then the main event. Team USA versus Team Canada in Montreal at the Bell Center. Going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC. I bet the Canadian fans are going to be booing and booing all game long. But not to worry, the boys are going to be just fine. I know that they should be able to pull through against Team Canada, although I will say Team Canada is very stacked.
Yeah, they're going to be. I think they're going to be
extremely stacked.
I think that's really going to be the team to watch throughout this Four Nations face-off.
It is, yeah. It's going to be tough, but I think the boys from the good old US of A should be able to pull that one. And then Monday the 17th got doubleheader with Canada versus Finland at the TD Garden in Boston. Sweden versus the US at 8 p.m. Both of those are going to be on True TV and TNT. And then Thursday the 20th is the championship final at the TD Garden in Boston. 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and ESPN Plus.
All right. Real quick, we'll go run through some power rankings. Just going to hit the top 5 in the power rankings. This is all based on kind of the kind of points percentage and kind of the strength of how each team doing. So obviously number 1, no shocker there. Winnipeg Jets are currently looking number 1. They're winners of also 8 straight. So they're looking just super dominant right now. Great for that fan base too. They've been really looking desperate for such a great team. Washington Capitals number 2, fallen black 1 place in the power rankings. They're a winner of 1 straight. Ovechkin continues to dominate, and I really think he is gonna break Gretzky's record. So it'll be really fantastic once he does that. Coming in number 3, Edmonton Oilers from the Pacific. Just playing overall great hockey right now. Currently 66.6% on points percentage. It's just exciting to see, McDavid, dominating there. Coming at number 4, coaches Florida Panthers in the power rankings. Florida Panthers just playing great hockey. A lot of good stuff going on there. Great offensive power. Just a lot of exciting young talent and just overall, just talent in general. And then coming at number 5, the Dallas Stars, currently with 65% points percentage. So, but yeah, so looking at the pretty strong top 5. And yeah, so coming up next week, we'll kind of highlight the Four Nations face-offs as it goes on throughout the tournament, and we're sure to break any big news to you as well. So yeah, if you guys got anything else, go ahead.
By the way, for those of you guys,
the mic stand. Coach was like, when he was reaching down, his eye was like right behind the mic stand. He was just like peeking. It was literally like that while he was leaning down. It was weird.
By the way, for our NHL fans out there, for you guys, if you don't realize this, the NHL has eliminated the All-Star game just for 2025 as they're trying to do an international tournament with 4 teams for 4 nations of players within the NHL. It is only open to the NHL, as the International Hockey Federation does not have a contract with the NHL or an agreement in place with them. So only NHL players. It's going to be the best of the best. Take a gander, take a watch, watch some highlights, get to know the teams. It's going to be a good face-off.
Indeed. So that's going to wrap it up for the our hockey segment. Real quick, let's go ahead and move on. Spring training is starting. I'm very hyped about it. So let's hit the field real quick.
Now, before
right.
y'all start, gotta say something. And this is just me being honest here. I enjoy the game of baseball. That is my disclaimer. But for the love of Christ, I cannot watch a damn game on the TV. You take me to a ball game all day.
I'm the same way, bro.
But on
I'm the same
TV,
way.
I will never watch an
I won't
MLB
sit
game
still.
on TV.
I honestly, I'll have it on and then kind of like keep coming back and forth, but I
So
cannot just sit and
Yeah.
just watch it for the like I said, like Coach said, going to a game, love it. I even go to minors games, like
Yep.
you know, it doesn't have to be professional.
I go to the Tortugas
just
shit all
love-
the time.
dude, I love
Tortugas
it.
It's
here.
great.
But something
Tortugas is
about
great.
watching it on TV, man, I try. That's I just watch clips or like I watch bits and pieces and I just put it all together. But yeah, I can't do it either.
I 100% agree with y'all. It is very tough to watch it on TV. In fact, actually, I can't even watch it on TV just because I don't have Spectrum. Spectrum has
That's Sean.
FanDuel Sports Network on there. The fact that the Rays still
Don't be
continue
out
to
there.
have a contract with FanDuel Sports Network is really pissed me off, and probably pissed off the rest of the Bay Area because you haven't been able to really grow the team because there's no availability besides one provider in the area. And most people are streaming today. So it doesn't make sense to go with a regional sports network that is not going to be available to everybody.
Streamies.
You might as well just go back to Ion Television. We used to have a local Ion affiliate that would broadcast all games. And then after the Rays made the 2008 World Series, they then went to the RSN, Fox Sports regional network. And they've been there ever since. But, I mean, my goodness, man, it's getting ridiculous today. I can't even watch it. But good news is they'll be very close to me. They'll actually be on my way home. Every single drive home from now on,
Mhm.
starting in late March and early April.
Definitely. So, as I've been mentioning throughout the show, pitchers and catchers did report to their respective teams today. Spring training, if you don't know, happens in two places. It happens here in the state of Florida, and also happens in the state of Arizona. So, typically, two warmer places where players can get good workouts in, not having to deal with any inclement weather. This time of year is pretty. What's it?
Like snow.
Yeah,
I'm dealing with that outside right now.
That's right. So, but yeah, and then the players will report early next week to their respective teams, anywhere
Wife
between
got me
Sunday
some.
to Tuesday.
We're good boys.
We're good, all good. But yeah, and then first batch of games starts next week. I believe the Dodgers are going to be out in. They're going to be traveling out to Japan. No shocker there. I mean, basically half their team is Japanese. So
What are breakdowns? What are we when we go to break down these games? Because I want to be involved and I want to have conversation here and dialogue, right?
Right.
When we go to talk about these games, like what am I watching MPHs? Am I watching IRAs? There's a bunch of fucking acronyms that I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, what am I looking at here? So when we have a conversation, I don't sound like a damn buffoon.
Well,
Yeah, so-
you're National American, right? National League American, like isn't that right?
what did you say?
That is correct.
National and American League, right?
Yes,
I don't know that.
yes.
No.
So so the MLB is
Oh, I
split
know.
into two divisions. So it's kind of like the NFC and the AFC when you're thinking about baseball. So you have the NL, National League, and then the AL, the American League.
Mhm.
And yeah, so pretty much it's split in half. There's six. There's in each conference, the AL and the NL. There's three different. There's the East, the Central, and the West. There is 5 teams in each, so 30 teams total. Coach, to answer your question,
When I break down a game, yeah.
to answer your question though, when we're breaking down the games, you really want to look at the, kind of watching each player, how their batting average is. So the big thing is going to be batting average, kind of how they did that game. If they went, 2 for 3, 3 for 4, 0 for 3, just looking how they did at the plate. You obviously want to keep on the score, obviously, how many runs are scored in each inning. In terms of the pitchers, you want to keep an eye on how many strikes they throw, how many strikeouts they really have, how many walks they have, and then kind of the total amount of pitches each pitcher kind of goes through throughout a game. Spring training is going to be a little bit harder because obviously you can't, you're not going to come off spring training after not throwing for 3-4 months. You're not going to throw 90 pitches. They kind of have to build up to it. So throughout spring training, you're going to only see our star pitchers. You're only going to see them in there for maybe 2-3 innings in the start, and then towards the end, that's when you start to see them pitch kind of more full complete games. But yeah, so it just the big thing is just keep an eye on batting average, the stats for your plate appearances for each game, and then keep an eye on the pitcher's stats as well.
I bet.
Yeah. But real quick, just to kind of a couple moves happened today. Clayton Kershaw did end up signing a 1-year deal with the Dodgers. Now this is obviously pending his physical. Obviously his health is in as he gets older is in kind of gets into question. So
if we know anything about physicals, we know not everybody passes them.
That is true. That is true. So that is pending a physical.
Ask the NBA.
Yeah, you got that right. That's great. Pete Alonso, earlier last week, he did sign back with the Mets on a 2-year, $54 million deal. So the Mets have their first baseman locked in for 2 more years. He does have an opt-out after next season. So if he decides, okay, fucking done with the New York Mets, I'm tired of Juan Soto, I'm sick of losing, then he can opt out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy, your bias is showing.
I know. Indeed. And the really other big move that happened kind of in the last couple of days here, Kenley Jansen, he's kind of made his way around the league. He did sign a 1-year deal, 1-year, $10 million deal with the Angels out of all teams. So that'll be interesting to kind of see what happens there out in the Big A. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm really excited for baseball to be back. I do plan to go to a bunch of spring training games. I'm planning to go pretty much every weekend to at least one game. So I will be making lots of content throughout the state of Florida here in the Grapefruit League. So yeah, I'm just, baseball is my happiness. For those of y'all don't know, I played baseball for almost 20 years of my life. And if I could go back and, play it again, I absolutely would. So it's just a happiness, man.
It's fucking beautiful.
And
I played until ninth grade.
Awesome.
Did you?
No, I stopped. I switched to lacrosse so I can use the conditioning for football. Football
There
is
you
my main sport.
Yeah.
So I switched just because, I like baseball and I love baseball, but there was too much high school politics at my school for baseball was fucking insane. And it was just,
Right.
it wasn't worth it. So I switched. But playing baseball was always fun. I played it from the time I was like 4 until I was, sophomore. High school was the first year I didn't play. So, I get it. I definitely see that.
Yeah. Well, here's the crazy thing nowadays that all of these high school coaches just meat ride is the fact that they look for any kid who plays travel ball pretty much. They're only taking the kid. Travel ball is great and all because obviously you're going to have, recruiters there and all. But if you guys are trying to see, what I'm trying to say, let the other kids have a shot. I know you're obviously trying to win. You're obviously trying to win a championship, but kind of, stacking a team. High school baseball.
Yeah.
Just loading up with all these travel kids and basically.
I guess it just depends on where you're at because we just take whatever we can get.
Maybe it's probably kind of a Virginia thing. So I grew up in Virginia.
And it's just like the same thing here with tackle football and Pop Warner.
Yeah.
There's this dad. I was at the barbershop getting my haircut, and he was talking about, yeah, my son plays for it. Sorry, my dog. yeah, my son plays for Travel, Jacksonville, Lights Out, da 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 da, all this crazy shit. I'm like, dude, I don't really give a fuck. He could play for the local Pop Warner team. Honestly, at the end of the day, I don't care. Just you want to bring your kid here, bring your kid here. We'll coach him up, and we'll show him how to play some football. Like,
Wait a second.
I 100% agree with that.
Where'd you say he played? Travel?
I don't know.
He was making something up.
I just made up the team. I can't remember.
What city though? What city?
It was in Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, the community. Duval.
Yeah.
I just had to.
So-
You said Jackson. Like, oh,
But it was just like, it's just like sometimes, maybe in baseball it might help out more, but at the end of the day, like for me, I'm not looking at kids like that.
It's big in baseball, bro. Like,
but I mean,
football didn't matter.
I'm pretty tight with the baseball coach, and he's just like me, like, dude, just hey man,
yeah,
congratulations, you fucking dumped the shit.
The travel thing is huge in baseball, softball.
You know what?
Those
really
birds
crazy?
are like, it's massive.
You know what's crazy? I worked the Ocean Center for fundraising, and the Ocean Center is a convention center in Daytona, and we worked it for a thing. And this is real quick. The amount of money that goes into travel volleyball is absolutely bananas.
it's nuts. It is
absolutely
nuts.
insane.
Travel ball period's crazy.
Brother,
Like,
it was 5.
AAU.
Some of the teams that we were coming up to us, and we were running the acai section. So there was like a bunch of people, oh, it's healthy. It really wasn't. And we were running the acai bowl section, my football team, and we would ask like, oh, where are you guys from? And da da da. And then me and Brittany, my wife, we started like looking up like these teams and seeing their cost, bro. Some of them were like $5,000 to $7,000 for a season.
It's insane.
$5,000 to $7,000 to travel around, and then you still had to pay for your tournaments.
What are these, like middle schoolers, high schoolers?
Yes, bro.
Middle and high school.
Good
Yeah.
Lord.
No. It was elementary.
And you got to
to
think
high.
too,
Elementary to
traveling.
high.
all the hotel fees, feeding them. It's a lot of fucking money, bro.
That's
Gas.
crazy.
Gas
You
is
still
fucking
gotta pay.
expensive.
The worst
Yeah.
thing is you still had to pay for the tournament fee.
Yeah.
Well, usually the coach tries to organize ways to get that paid for.
Right, of course, there's like fundraising and shit like
Yeah.
that, but still,
Yeah.
regardless, like, nah, that's just
It's crazy. Like I said, but in the baseball, softball world, that's huge. Like,
Yeah.
for instance, me, I played travel football one year, but nobody asked about it. They didn't give a shit. That was just for me to have an extra little fucking 10 games because I wanted to play and practice. You know what I mean? So, like, the football world, it's like people don't even know the league name. Like, I think mine was Diamond Football League. Nobody fucking knew what that was, but it was
Yeah,
fun
no.
for me.
like,
But in the
And that's like-
baseball
that's
world, it's
honestly
a
the
whole
game.
different beast, bro. It's like a big fucking deal.
Travel ball here for baseball is just absolutely insane. I mean, when I was living in Fort Myers at FGCU, there were high school tournaments that would come down all the time just because the spring training facilities or the spring training home for the Twins and the Red Sox are both located in Fort Myers, and they'll just send coaches,
Right there.
like they'll send scouts to these tournaments for all these high schoolers, and they'll just have their radar guns with them. They'll have all their notepads,
baby.
and they'll just take notes on every single little thing, and they'll film. Like they have all their cameras on tripod set up. It's absolutely insane how much money goes into travel ball and how big of a business it is. It's absolutely
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It's massive.
It is.
Rick, how you feel about the Super Bowl, man?
might as well jump into it. Let's get it.
Absolutely.
Rig, if you want to jump on, man, come on over. Who are you a fan of, Rig?
Rick's a big Houston guy. I see. I did this.
Houston Texans or
Might as well just
Houston
jump
Oilers?
Houston
or
everything.
both?
Everything
Houston,
Houston.
Everything.
Houston, everything.
So I bet that he
Never-
absolutely hates whenever the Titans wear the Oilers uniforms.
Kristen Bashy in the chat. How you doing? Good to see
Hey,
you,
Kristen, how you doing?
Good to see you, Kristen. All right. That's going to wrap it up for baseball. As Rick said, Texans all the way. All right, man. It's a sad time of year. Just had the Super Bowl this past weekend. It's going to be our last NFL segment. Pretty much last serious NFL segment until for a while. So let's go ahead and hit it. The Gridiron Chronicles. No, they can wear that blue. We have them. That's true. That is true.
That is true, man.
Absolutely. I say before we get into this talk about the Super Bowl, we got to talk about these. We got to talk about the NFL awards, man. Very, 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 very shocking outcome here, as we all predicted. Not really as we all predicted, as we were kind of not hoping. Coach, you want to get into it first?
Do you have the picture, E,
Listen,
of the MVP?
highway robbery.
This is absolute highway robbery.
Pull that shit down before I start swinging on people. I'm gonna start swinging on people, bro. First of all,
It's crazy.
he led in every single category other than rushing touchdowns. The only reason he did not have as many rushing touchdowns is because he had motherfucking Derrick Henry to push it in for him.
Right.
Okay. Outside of that, man didn't lead in any category. People go, it's not a stat award. Okay. That's
Then
fine.
what the fuck is it then?
No.
Like,
No.
I'm responding to these people. Hold on. Okay,
No.
all right. My bad.
They want to say that it's not a stat award. It's about what they can do. You want to tell me that the Baltimore Ravens would have been as good as they were this year without Lamar Jackson?
No.
Oh, but he had
No.
Derrick Henry. Congratulations. The Titans have had
Look at the
Derrick Henry.
Titans. I was about to say the same shit, bro.
Yeah.
The Titans had him for how long?
Titans have him forever. They didn't build an offensive line around them, nor did they get any good quarterbacks
don't
to
agree
just
with
help.
He was more valuable. No, Sean. Now we're going to disagree here. You're going to sit here with a bold ass face and tell me that he was more valuable to the Bills. Bro, we would have got our asses beat to shit if it wasn't for Lamar Jackson and the time that man has created. We watched film on him creating time and time and time, throwing across his body for a touchdown. I don't care if fucking Derrick Henry ran for 3,000 yards. He wasn't going to pull it together to beat those teams.
I agree 100%.
You are absolutely positively wrong. Wrong.
Thank you,
There's
Rick.
no way you can tell me that he was more valuable to his team versus Lamar Jackson. Without Lamar Jackson, the Ravens aren't even in the conversation. We're losing to the Browns, we're losing to Cincinnati, and we're losing to the Steelers. That man, Lamar Jackson, put that team on his back. Not to mention that same Lamar Jackson was the guy that everybody said he's a running back. He can't throw the ball. So what did he do this year to prove everybody wrong? Everybody wrong that doubted him. All the sports podcast analysts, guys, and What did he do? He stayed in the pocket for as long as he could and threw the ball. And when he couldn't, he still made himself out of the pocket and still threw the motherfucking ball and still got motherfucking touchdowns. Nobody did what he has ever done, and nobody will be able to replicate that shit. That was a pity award. It was an envy. It was a voter exhaustion vote. That was what it was. They didn't give him again.
Whoa. Josh Allen was the
Sean.
offense. There's a piece. Oh, coach is going to shoot himself.
Crazy.
Yeah, you're trolling.
Coach is going to shoot himself.
Yeah, you're trolling. A piece is crazy, brother. A piece is crazy. 4,000 passing yards a piece?
Pull up the stats again.
Piece?
Pull up the stats again.
Yeah, pull up that picture one more time. Let's see it.
Okay, cool.
41-72 to 37-31?
Brother, take a look. 3,700 passing yards compared to over 4,100 passing yards for Lamar. Come on,
Nah,
man.
it's just a piece.
Come on. It's just a piece. Bullshit. It's just a piece. Only 28 passing touchdowns for Josh Allen.
My vote for MVP, Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley.
That was my
That is
my
it.
two too.
Yeah.
That was all I would have picked.
Honestly, for me, I thought that Saquon would have taken it just because he got so close to that rushing record for Eric Dickerson.
We talked about it in previous episodes. You know they were never going to give it to a running back.
Right.
No.
Right. It's tough. It's tough. You know, I want to see a running back actually be able to win NFL MVP. And I think it's going to take a certain running back like Saquon, or it will be Saquon, to break Eric Dickerson's all-time record and actually, you know, lead him to the Super Bowl. You know,
That's a hard thing. That's a hard thing to do more than once.
Very.
So I will be really. If he does it again, then he most definitely deserves MVP.
Right.
That's very rare that you do that more than once.
This year alone, I think that Lamar and Saquon were super close as far as
Closer
being
than Josh
first.
Allen.
Yeah, much closer. Josh Allen really didn't shine to me as a quarterback.
Well, and
Josh
here's the thing too.
Allen's main thing that he needs to be doing.
Hold on. We even talked about it too. We even talked about it too. Joe Burrow deserves the award more than Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow played he was more valuable to his team than Josh Allen was. I don't care if I get hate and if I get shot on for that. It's just the truth.
Statistically speaking, Burrows was that guy.
Much better.
Yeah.
He
much
just didn't
better.
win enough.
Like goodness. But Coach, I know you were I know you were fired up about that.
One of my most honestly, a coach that I honestly respect, and this is coming from a Baltimore fan. Is the Steelers help Mike Tomlin, and he said it himself. There was an interview. He was like, "There is no replicating him.
No,
There
He says
is
Mr.
no
Jackson.
way. There is no way you can replicate what Lamar Jackson does." He said he's that guy. We just got to put our seatbelt on and hope we last the ride. That's it.
So I guess for the MVP consideration, in order to win the MVP, you must make your conference championship game. According to what the NFL is saying now at this point. This is absolutely dog shit. The fact that Josh Allen.
I didn't hear you.
I think it's absolutely dog shit that the NFL MVP has to go to a team or has to go to a member of a team who at least makes the conference championship game.
That's
I
not
think it's
true.
absolute dog
They
shit.
don't base
They already had the vote in. They already had the
They
vote in
don't.
the divisional.
They
They already
don't.
had their vote in. They already had the vote in the divisional round.
The divisional round was when it was finalized, not the conference
before-
championship round.
It was before the divisional round ended.
The only reason why Lamar Jackson did not get MVP, it was voter fatigue. They did not want to give it to him for the third time. that is it.
They even made that
on
up.
it.
You can't. Okay, but Sean,
multiple
here's
broadcasts.
Sean's argument is: would Buffalo have gone this far without Allen? I don't know what quarterback you talking about. What quarterback? I mean, if you put Lamar Jackson over there, he's gonna do better. I think, me personally, because everybody's now. Here's my thing: everybody's like, "Oh, well, he has Zay Flowers to throw to, and he has Derrick Henry." Who the fuck was Zay Flowers before this season? Motherfucker made him good, bro. How many? Hey, E, how many arguments and how many times was I pissed off that fucking Zay would drop open ass passes?
Yep.
Bateman open ass passes, wide ass open.
Mark Andrews.
After Lamar Jackson had scrambled for fucking 45 minutes in the background to finally find one of them dumbasses open, and then it goes.
And he didn't. We said it all season long. Allen had no good receivers to throw to. None. Mid receivers at most. Amari Cooper got traded there. He went to shit. He was pretty much non-existent as he went there. Shakir, okay. He was okay. He wasn't great. Still Zay Flowers, both Zay Flowers and Rashard Bateman was better than him.
Nevertheless,
was this the biggest robbery of all time? Robbery of all time for MVP?
Oh, I think so. At least that I know that I was like fully invested in it, because again, you had Lamar Jackson up here as a tier. You had also Saquon Barkley up there on that tier list, and I think Allen is pegged further down. I don't know why
Lamar's
he was even in the
had
conversation.
fucking mid receivers multiple seasons, and this is his first year having a Pro Bowl fucking receiver on his team. He still won every year. So what are we talking about? Fucking Allen had Diggs and still couldn't do it. So we can't use that. I get so tired of that mid receivers bullshit. Lamar never really had. He had Mark Andrews. All you do is fucking zero in on him, and that's eliminated. I don't.
And the Zay Flowers thing, not gonna lie, he wasn't even in the conversation of the top few receivers. There was receivers with more yards than him. He got in there because of popularity, because what Lamar was doing.
I agree.
Yeah, it's just Jackson ran most of the receivers open because of the threat of him taking off.
Yeah.
That just shows Josh Allen can't run. Josh Allen cannot run like Lamar can.
He can run, but he's definitely
not
like Lamar.
He's not like
He's
Lamar.
a big body. He's hard to take down. I ain't gonna lie.
What I will say is Lamar
was a big ass quarterback.
Lamar is a multi-dimensional quarterback in that he can throw, he can run, and scramble when he needs to, like behind the pocket, and then he can just make dudes miss a running back.
It's his improv too with the passing. Being able to the fact that he can run out, and they're obviously running free at that point just because he's on the scramble, and he finds a way to make creative plays work.
Yeah.
Perfect example. I wish I still had it. The Cincinnati play where he dropped the ball. That play was a fucking shit show from the very beginning, but he made a touchdown out of it. I don't see a lot of quarterbacks in history doing shit like that. To be able to take a play that from scratch is just shit.
Broke Mike Vick's record for all-time rushing quarterback. And he did it in significant less years. I don't know.
That's a beautiful thing about sports, man. It's opinions.
We're all about man. We're all about opinions here, man. And there's nothing about the facts.
No, you suck, Sean. I hate you now.
On a lighter topic, Coach, Ease man, KOC got Coach of the Year. Do you think that's definitely well deserved, right?
I think so.
Can we all agree on that?
No, he sucks too. I gotta be the opposition today.
But from a Minnesota standpoint, it's just nice to see. Like I said, he builds a good culture. He builds a good team. And to hear the way his players talked about playing for him and that team this year, you could tell he had something special, regardless of records and everything. He was a good coach.
I am surprised that who the heck is it? My mind is blanking tonight. I'm sorry. I'll come back.
I do think that it was either between him and Washington.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah,
Dan Quinn. Yeah, sorry,
Dan Quinn. Yeah, it was well deserved. Like y'all were not expected to do what you did, and we honestly, if you really got to think about this, brother, we got to talk. We got to replay the tapes of when the year first started, and you were kind of like, yeah, we might have a down year this year. We ain't got the receivers. We ain't got this.
And week after week, it was just like, wow.
Yeah. So honestly,
we showed up. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I started off kind of like I think we would do all right, but not like nothing crazy.
Right.
And then shit just started. It was great coach games. I mean, from both sides. That's why I'm glad we were able to hold that team together too. And it's like it's just a very good coaching dynamic, a good culture, a good locker room. I like it. It's just
100%.
obviously.
And it looks like Brian Flores. You guys are getting Brian Flores back. So
Yeah,
you
that's
guys
what I
are
was
safe.
saying. Yeah, so we're keeping the team together for another year. I like that, man.
100%, man. So, all right, that's enough of MVP talk. Let's move on to the big game. Boys, not a very exciting game at all.
It was exciting
Definitely.
because
I mean, it was exciting because it was a lot of points.
That shit was awesome.
I was enjoying myself just because I was able to watch a team that obviously has been using Devil Magic all this year get exposed. You know what t-shirt I'm wearing tonight? Let me show y'all real quick.
Once I see him pick up Darnold and made him.
Y'all see this right here?
No.
Cat Williams told all lies would be exposed in 2024. Now, because we're in calendar year 2025, I'm pretty sure for 2024 it means all NFL teams that are fake would be exposed. And boy, oh boy, did the Kansas City Chiefs get exposed in this one by a team who, if you can pull up that clip real quick that you asked me about, whether or not it should be included, of CJ. Let's go back to week 4. When the...
I'm only 30 minutes up the road. I'm going to put duck ass today. I'm going to put duck ass today.
A few moments later.
Mayfield looking left, throwing left. It's Evans, touchdown, Tampa. Throw it again. Over the middle, and Jones! Caught! Touchdown, Trey Palmer! Chanel Baker maybe get back in there. 2 touchdowns for Looking at the a little bit, right?
Well, and I think you get A.J. Brown back, you get DeVonta Smith back.
Now, that was the worst loss that Philly experienced the entire season. And in fact, actually, the only other loss that they had after that, I believe, was week 14 or 15 against the Washington Commanders when they lost by 3 at Washington. Now, to see a team go from getting embarrassed like that, and everybody's freaking out saying, oh my gosh, to put on absolutely a dominating performance. I gotta say, congratulations to y'all. I gotta give y'all props. Because Vic Fangio probably took a look at week 4's game and was like, okay, how do we stop a high-powered offense?
High-powered offense?
Bucks had a high-power offense this year.
Now, I'm not talking about the Bucks. I'm talking about the Chiefs. What you talking about?
Well,
Chiefs played their best. Listen, unfortunately for the and we've said this when we were giving our takes against when we were talking about the Buffalo Bills, and we all said, "Hey, we need to sit here. We need to break this game down." Right? We all said the same thing. The Bills need to outscore them. Right? They just need to put a shit ton of points on them, and they cannot recover. The Chiefs have not been that team this year. The Chiefs have kept every game super close because they had a pretty good defense, and then they've always just nudged up and then won with their luck of the referee
and they've also haven't won a game over 30 points. They haven't scored more than 30 points in any game this season.
No, they did, and it was against the fucking Buffalo Bills. Again, it was their best game they played. But we said if you go into this game and you outscore them and you pummel them in the beginning, they cannot recover. And that is exactly what ended up happening last night. They went in there. I'm not taking anything away from Vic, but bro, they went down there and scored right away. Then they went back and scored again. And they just kept scoring. And then, of course, the defense stepped up and put that pressure on Patrick Mahomes to the point where he was not comfortable in that pocket. He was making throws that he shouldn't have been making.
Cooper DeJean absolutely set the tone for that defense with that pick 6. He absolutely set the tone for the entirety of that game because it was, I believe, 10-0.
No, that
when
was the
Cooper
defensive line
DeJean had that pick 6.
That was the defensive line. The defensive line had Patrick Mahomes so nervous that he was throwing passes that he shouldn't be throwing because he was so scared that he was about to get fucking swamped. They were knocking his ass around. Now, nothing against Cooper DeJean. What he did, that was
not a safety.
Cooper DeJean was a corner. That's correct.
Cooper, what he did was awesome, and it obviously did stack onto that. But it goes back to what I've told you guys from before. If your defensive line cannot create the pressure, then your corners and your safeties and your linebackers aren't going to get those picks because then that quarterback is still too comfortable in that pocket. That quarterback is uncomfortable in the pocket, like Mahomes was. Mistakes happen now.
So here's a question for you guys. After a performance like this by Mahomes, I mean, he ended up having 257 yards because he obviously, he pretty much brought the whole offense in the last couple minutes of the fourth quarter.
Right.
Do you think this affects him going into next season?
No.
They definitely need to recruit
with his head.
They need to recruit players. They need to stop picking up all these old dusty dudes and expecting them to do something. D-Hop probably needs to go because he didn't do damn nothing. Juju needs to get out of there.
Yeah.
Kelsey needs to get out of there. They need to start,
Hollywood Brown,
need to start rebuilding.
If I am Andy Reid, I'm going straight over to Patrick. I'm like, look, we're going to talk about your contract because your contract is just not going to work for us. We got to restructure it. We got to free up cap space.
Who?
That ain't happening. Because the only reason why
you said who?
Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes' contract needs to be restructured. No.
One more question for you. What is your biggest turn on?
Patrick Mahomes. Have you been reading my Twitter, I think?
I feel like that you have to free up some cap space.
Yeah, get rid of Kelsey, get rid of D-Hop, get rid of Juju. Those guys are all washed and they ain't doing shit.
This is gonna be done here soon, so I'll open up some cap space.
I can't believe D-Hop been in the league over 10 years. My gosh.
Yeah, man. He's made his way around. Him and Hollywood Brown have made his way around.
Years. Yeah, I know. It's absolutely crazy.
But
man, I'm gonna tell you right now, like, they ain't gonna mess with the princess's money. I mean, listen, he's probably gonna make so much more money off of endorsements. Like, he probably has money socked away. He's probably just living off of endorsement deals. So, Patrick, look,
what
if you got like a friend of yours listening right now, and you want to free up additional cap space, some way that you can at least have your team rebuilt and ready to go for 2025, because you're going to just want to beef up everybody on the offense. You're also going to want to beef up your defensive line as well, too.
I'll shave
much pressure.
I'll shave my head before Patrick Mahomes takes a cap hit.
You got to hold on a second. You got to think about what you're saying, my friend. That defense carried that team.
They did,
and they stuffed Saquon Barkley. Barkley couldn't do a fucking thing. The problem that they had is they had no answer to Hurts. Hurts was like, cool, Barkley's stuffed up. It's my turn to step up. They did an amazing job stopping them. Did you see that offensive line that Hurts had to protect him? The average height was 6'6".
Yeah, good luck in through that. Good luck.
You don't.
Yeah.
You can
when you have a healthy Chris Jones as well.
The Kansas City Chiefs defense is okay. They will be okay. You keep a good coach. You keep that good coach in there. You keep pushing what you had. You're good. All you need to do is find yourself a good number one receiver. You don't have it right now.
They don't have it.
Clearly, they don't.
You find yourself a good number one, and then you can keep whatever else you want, and you can probably draft for it. There's some pretty decent freaking some guys. Poor Taylor's boyfriend.
Oh goodness, here we go.
He's done. He's cooked. He
is
stop.
very.
You know what? I don't think he can't end like this. I think he comes back for one more season. He just can't. He had such an ass season. I don't think he's. I mean, he's probably gonna be ass next season as well.
Yeah.
But
okay, so here's the question: do you think they stand a chance of making it back though? I don't think they're going to.
No, fuck no.
I don't know.
This is where they fall apart. This is where they kind of tumble. They'll make it to the playoffs. Obviously, they're going to make it to the playoffs because they'll have no problem beating Las Vegas. They're not going to have a problem beating Los Angeles, and Denver will give them kind of a run for their money, but they're still going to win. They'll still win the AFC West. They're just not going to make it far next season.
E, do you have the tweet of Patrick Mahomes before they were able to cross midfield? 9 for 18, just 60 yards, 2 picks, 18.1 total QBR. They did not get past midfield until 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. They did not get past midfield at all. Like, I'm telling you, this was an absolute...
Eagles defense just came to play. They came to play.
Defense came to play. They got pressure. They didn't even blitz that much that Sunday
You don't
night.
have to when you have a solid front four, baby.
Yeah. I mean, their front four was absolutely nasty.
There you go.
Good job, Rig.
Good job, Rig.
Thank you, Rig. I
Attaboy.
didn't realize.
Anyways, yeah, Saquon only 25 carries, 57 yards. It's not really great.
Dude, Tom Brady calling his first Super Bowl, Ian Eagle was just giving him the stink eye. Like, you're not ready for this shit. It was a very weird Super Bowl.
I'll be honest, I didn't really listen to the broadcast that much. I was more just watching.
Tom Brady has
Brady's
no good
watch
calls.
game was insane, though.
Yeah, like
Brady's watch
a
game.
$100,000 watch.
Yes.
God
The-
damn.
all the diamonds when he was on the was insane. There was a video for it, but I can't find it. I forgot to send it.
Absolutely. Well, nonetheless,
Yeah, we got 18
Eagles
other
take
ones.
the. What's that?
So that's all right. We got 18 other ones.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, the Eagles take the win 40-22. And I mean, we all knew it was coming. Basically, the city of Philadelphia was going to be burned down. So can we get let's recap all those videos of the aftermath of the city.
Let me see.
I just want to say two things. Scout fucking Bird and Pat Mahomes, man, go!
Dude, what is wrong? What is wrong with people? I mean, I know, yeah, we obviously know that people are gonna go berserk over there, but like, my God, like the guy like shooting fireworks into people and then it going off. Insane.
I tell you what, man, like people from Philly are they are a different breed.
That happens
They
every
are.
city that wins, though.
Yeah, bro. That's not y'all. No, y'all are,
nothing new.
that's not.
It really wasn't that
Like,
bad this year. I
yeah,
will say.
like a few smashed windows and a broken sign is not that bad. Like people are trying to find a reason.
Every
to
city
make-
does that shit.
Right. Every city does that. If people are just trying to find a reason to hate on the Philly fans, and I got to defend them here. I mean,
we talked about it
Enjoy.
after the wild card round.
yeah,
That
I
one
mean,
guy,
just
that one
enjoy it.
fucking guy.
Enjoy it. I mean, don't go crazy. I mean, maybe not tear down a sign. Like, what the poor sign do to you? But
Yeah.
Well, they tear down a sign. They hijacked that truck, and took all of the pillows and the blankets out.
And then also it was the
why
Philly
are you
fans that were-
delivering that? Like, to me, like, bitch, it is fucking. What time is it? And you're going down this street trying to deliver blankets? Like, hello, you asked for this, dude. Like, oh, look, there's a big angry mob. Let me drive my pillows and blankets through it. Like, hello, a little common sense here. Like, a little common sense. It wasn't that bad, man. People are just trying to find a reason to rile up and hate them, man. And I really don't, man. I mean, if my team was out there and I lived in the city, I'd be out there celebrating. I'm not saying I'd be partaking in the idiocracy in some of the things.
Yeah,
but
I wouldn't do the destroying and shit, but I mean,
Yeah.
it happens everywhere. It's stupid, but I bet you the city's like, man, fuck, they won. Let's get ready.
Well,
Like,
let's be
every
real.
city.
Let's be real though. Win or lose, they're gonna tear down that city anyways. Win or lose. But
I mean, I guess.
True.
Let's talk about the real MVP. The real winner. The real winner of the Super Bowl is my boy, Jameis motherfucking Winston. Absolute. Whoever decided to give this man a camera team, and a microphone.
Bro.
Hey,
Gold.
chef's kiss. That
My man
shit
was gold.
was phenomenal. The questions that he would ask, hey, I don't have a job. What do you think? Where do you think I should go? Who do you think should hire me? Yeah.
Did you see the one where he's like asking people their favorite color? And the one was like pink toes. Pink. My wife has pink toes. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
He was on the bus and somebody threw him a lobster. Like, what the
shit's wild.
Go ahead and play that
you
clip,
had-
man. Awesome.
Fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, Jameis, I heard you've been eating a lot of me. Yes, I have, W. Beignet, but I heard that it's only one of you. Well, Jameis, please take your time and eat me so you can savor every moment. What all of us really want to know here today, brother, is what's your favorite color? Can you catch one more for me so we can get a clean W? Hey, you know, somebody always trying to intercept my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't think it was gonna happen here. Listen. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. I'm good. I see y'all, and I know y'all see me. And we got cameras that can see y'all seeing me, so come and let me on the boat. Power Lafitte gotta be my cousin because this purple drink is dank. We all have a job, except for me. That's why I am with Bob. Yes! It is nothing better than this. Oh my God. It's amazing. A celebration. Can I help you with your celebration? Yeah. All right. I know at family reunions we talk about a cha-cha slide. I want you to slide to the left, slide to the right, crisscross and eat a W and walk off that thing. I got you. Oh, he did it! Oh my God! I told him to do that celebration. For real? Yes. Slide to the left, slide to the right, crisscross. I told him to eat a W. He ain't eating a W yet, but I know if they win, he gonna eat a W.
But I know if they win, he gonna eat that W.
What a guy.
Man, shout out to Burt
Yo,
that was sitting up there.
When
too,
he
man.
did the little diss to himself, when he was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know somebody's out here trying to intercept me here too." That shit was fucking awesome. It was great, man. Like, he's just a great fucking person.
He get
really
this
is.
man a job. Get this man a job next year. Please, someone sign him.
I would listen.
be a
I would listen
personality,
to that
man.
all day, dude. I would listen to that all day.
100%.
Jason, like, if you can hear me right now, bring Jameis home, man. Just bring him home
What?
to Tampa. Bring him back to Tampa, man. Put him
No.
put him on the roster as a backup.
Timeout. He needs a starting job.
He's
You're
not
gonna put-
do
You heard about that?
Yes, I am 100% confident about that. There are plenty of teams that he can go start at. There are plenty of places he can go start.
Could
I
probably
don't
go
know
to
if
the
he goes
Jets,
anywhere and
honestly.
starts.
What'd you say?
I
He
was
could
just
probably
saying
go
he
to the
goes anywhere and
Jets.
starts. I don't think he goes anywhere and starts.
Nah, he's a backup. He's done. He'll be a backup. Somebody gets hurt, he'll step in, shine for a little bit, and then start fucking up like he does. That's what he
The
does.
only place that I could see him going to where he could be serviceable is the Jets. just because the Jets do have, Aaron Rodgers is most likely not going to come back, according to Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, like the Giants.
Yeah, I mean,
Like Sean said.
the Giants, that would be interesting. But I think that
after any TV people saw this and how much love he got, they're going to
get a
offer
bigger
him a lot of money.
contract.
Yeah, they're
He's
going
gonna
to
get a
offer him
bigger
a lot of
contract
money. He's
doing
gonna work.
broadcasting.
Rebounds.
Yeah. He's going to get a lot of money, and he's going to go ahead up and do.
Sean, that's interesting. I mean, he could be a starter. He could be a temporary starter, help to train Shador, because Shador's not really a running QB. He's more of a pocket passer, so, more traditional with
That could
his
change.
throwing style and everything.
That could change.
Not necessarily, not really. I mean, once
sure.
you have your style of play, you're really like locked in.
Okay.
I
Let's,
don't-
I don't think it's really his. I don't really think it was his style. He just didn't. He scrambled a lot, but he was scrambling behind the line because he was getting fucked up every single
Right.
play. His offensive line was
He just
trash.
throws. Here's the thing with James.
Talking about Shador, or are we talking about Jameis?
James. No, Shador.
Okay.
Oh, I was going to talk about James. Never mind.
Because the thing is, with Jameis, we didn't have an offensive line for him. That was serviceable. He had to scramble his way out every single freaking time. Shador, though, I mean, Shador looks like a pocket passer to me. Could probably, do the same thing. I don't know. I mean, what weapons do they have in New York right now? What weapons?
They
do
have
to
Malik
throw to?
Neighbors. Malik
That's it.
Neighbors.
And that's it.
And Malik Neighbors.
That's a
Who
tough.
really
That
doesn't
is
even,
a very
who doesn't
tough
even want to
assignment.
be there.
Was it Wandale Robinson? Who's
Yeah,
I mean,
but
he's okay as a number
Malik's
two.
not going to be there long, dog. His attitude towards the team, he doesn't want to be there.
No, he doesn't want to be there. Doesn't. But so going on with the celebrations as well. Can we see that? Was it the Saquon shotgun video, and then we're gonna talk about Hurts going to Disney World as they. That man did it like it was no.
I mean,
no one's
that
business.
just tells you that just shows you that he went to Penn State. If you didn't know where he went to school, that automatically should have told you that he went to Penn State because those motherfuckers drink up there.
Yeah, Coach.
Come here.
What's up, Coach?
Come here real quick.
No, not you. Penn State have it.
Come here. Hey, Matt. What the fuck was the point of showing that video?
I was thinking the same thing.
Did you just want to check your six-pack out? Like, what was it?
Who sent it in? I didn't send it in.
I don't know who sent it in.
I sent that in.
Oh.
That motherfucker was drinking last night.
Yeah,
Or
as you should after you win a championship.
Okay, hold on. Ready? Benji, come here real quick.
Yeah, I'm here. Go ahead.
Bring it in. Get close to the mic.
Yeah. What's up?
Why did you send that one in? Just out of pure curiosity.
Because it is the end of the NFL season, and we just want to watch dudes drink, I guess, and
Naked?
celebrate.
Shirtless?
No.
Pause.
He was
Pause.
naked there. All right. Okay. All right. No, we're good. All right. Back to the show.
right.
Sorry,
All
buddy.
right,
We had a
back to Hurts.
quick conversation. Nobody heard it.
That ride looks so sick.
It is. It's at Disney World, so that for those of you who don't know, that is Tron at Disney World, and it is a super fun ride. right,
Sean, thank you for pointing that out.
Yes, that is a very fun ride, and I just find it hard to believe that Hurts was there yesterday, the day after the Super Bowl. They already kidnapped him to Disney. I guess Disney World pays all his money to say, "You won the Super Bowl. What are you gonna do now? Go to Disney World." And he was actually there.
So
yeah, it's all expenses paid
I
by
had
Disney.
one of my players, one of my football players was at the thing. They're season ticket holders, and he had a couple pictures really, really close to him. So it's cool.
That's really cool.
But
it's actually really cool.
Did
yes,
anybody,
Tron is amazing.
Did anybody catch the halftime show, by the way? Did anybody catch the special guest that was on the halftime show?
It wasn't
Who,
bad.
SZA or Samuel Jackson?
No, there was actually another one as well too. I don't know.
Serena Williams?
Yeah, I believe that she was dancing. Yeah, I think it was Serena. If you got that real quick.
I don't have that one. That one would not transfer for me.
Oh, it did not transfer?
Oh. No, I don't know why.
Oh. All right, never mind. We can skip that.
But she had a hell of a crit walk.
Dude, she crit walked farther than the Kansas City Chiefs offense.
But I will say, I don't know if she got down more than old gal.
Buggers in my chain. 80 pointers like a Kobe game. 17 dreams of make them play. I'm popping out your bed, that's what my name. I put you ones on a full five.
Grandma got down. She ain't had shit on grandma.
Grandma did get down. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
It was okay. It was okay halftime. I liked the halftime with Dre and Snoop.
Yes, that was an excellent halftime show.
I did think it was cool. Now I haven't rewatched it to see like how true it is, but they were saying he was lighting up the stages were in like the shape of PlayStation.
Do you have the picture of it? Yeah.
Yes, but what I'm saying is apparently they were saying when it was lighting up at this one point, it was putting in the GTA cheat code.
Your mom, man. We'll be praying for you guys.
Praying for you, Rig.
Hey, Rig. Appreciate you stopping in and let us know how that goes. All right, man.
But yeah, they were saying like he was like doing like GTA cheat codes and shit, lighting it up. Like I want to watch it back now to see, but I did see that.
Can I tell y'all something? And it's not that I didn't. It's not that I'm like, oh, it was like the worst, and like how some people are saying this halftime show was. Can I just tell y'all something? Sometimes it's just nice to just kind of like turn off the brain a little bit, and then just be able to enjoy a halftime show. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then not that I have to like now I had, and I knew what it was gonna be. And I had to like go watch some nerdy dude on YouTube break down every diss and every side thing. And well, if you turn it on at 2 minutes and 45 seconds, you will see here that Serena's crip walking. But you know what, buddy? She actually dated Drake, and so it's a diss. And he dated SZA, so it's another diss there. And then if you look over here, he put game over at 2 minutes and 17 seconds. It's the greatest thing ever. I'm like, dude, I just fucking want to watch this and just bop a little bit. My thing was, I felt like not all the songs, like the songs that made him, right? The songs that made him,
like
he didn't play them. It was all shots at one man, and it's like your obsession of just trying to shit on Drake is like, I don't care. I will repeat this. I don't care that you don't like Drake and the people are all into this beef. I just wanted to watch your shit because you actually have really fucking good music. And there was like 3 songs that were good. And then the rest of it was just kind of like.
It's aimed at Drake. It's just aimed at Drake.
It was all aimed at Drake. And then there was another theory behind the set as well, too. If you can pull up the picture one more time, E.
Because it's Sony, and then Sony owns his contract.
Well,
and then
if you take a look at each of the poles and then the ground that or the stage that is put right there, like the gray stage, they're saying that it's supposed to be like a representation of a prison yard. So they're basically saying that Drake eventually could go to prison.
It's
no absolutely insane.
Why do we have to use our brain here for this?
I don't know.
Can we just not watch it?
You know what you should do? Just put a stage on the field and do it like they used to do. Make it a traditional halftime show. Doesn't have to be all this crazy shit.
It doesn't even need to be traditional. Look at how well Dre and all them executed it. Right. What was that, 2 seasons ago?
That's 2022.
Bro, literally,
what is a good ass game?
Super time ever. Super time.
Super time.
Super Bowl halftime show ever.
Yes, I agree with that. I 100% agree with that.
I think one of the best Super Bowl halftime shows, and this is still, in my opinion, it's still the best. 2000 and I believe it was 2008, 2009, Prince down in Miami.
Never been a fan of Prince. Sorry, I just can't get down with his music. Dude's weird.
He was
Damn.
weird. He did pass away.
He said dude's weird.
He was a little was a little weird.
Turn it off. Next song.
But he put on I'm telling you, he put on a fucking show in Miami that night. That was probably the greatest Super Bowl halftime show I've ever watched. So as far as like
we call it the super time.
The super time. I like that. The super time. Do you have the diss that Kendrick did where he was smiling? Do you have that video, E?
I don't know. I don't remember seeing that. And I'm not going to play that anyway because that would be a copyright fuck up on this video.
Oh yeah, especially not like us.
Yup.
Oh
yeah.
Exactly.
Like I said, I have to go. I'm probably gonna have to go back for 2 videos tonight that I heard the song. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna have to go back and clip that.
Well, I mean, so like here's the thing with it. Like it's just like I said, man. Like I don't want to have to peel back some layers to understand what's going on. Nor do I really honestly give a fuck. Because let's be real, they're a bunch of rich motherfuckers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they all sit here and they sit on their ivory fucking castle, and then they just write these songs or have somebody write it. I don't really care. Just put some music out for me so I can listen to, and then I can put it in my car because I'm miserable because I'm going to fucking work. Let's be fucking real here. I don't give a shit that Drake can.
You had to expect it from Kendrick though, because Kendrick's one of the guys that wants you to think all the time.
Yeah, Kendrick is a storyteller.
Crazy. I already expected something like that. He's on the biggest
winning
stage,
here if you
know
still are doing doing disses on him. Like, bro, you keep bringing
old
this
news
up. Drake has moved past it. Like, get over it, dog. Like,
how long has this been going on for? It's been going for at least over a year now.
Let it go.
It's been over 10 years.
Well, I mean, I know it's been a long time, but I mean, we're just recently, yeah.
But it's really exploded.
Him winning
over the
his
last
Grammys, he wore the denim suit shit, and it's like that's considered a diss because it's a Canadian suit. Like I had to look that up. Like somebody, it was just on my TikTok algorithm, and I'm just in here like, God damn, like we really have to break this down. Like
we don't care.
Just fucking win your Grammys and we'll walk away, dog.
Yeah.
You won, good. Play your good music, dog. That's what I wanted to hear. Luther, he played Luther. Great song. Great song. But he only played it for like a fraction of a second.
My thing is like that first album, the Good Kid, Mad City. There's so many songs on that he should, for nostalgia purposes, just for that alone.
Go.
But of course he didn't. He just focused on all the newer shit. But like the halftime show is like a collection of all your hits, and that's what you play. It's not about what's your last album or your last song. It's the collection of hits that everybody watching wants to see. And he didn't do that.
Honestly, if the NFL were to have a marching band go out there, I feel like I would be more entertained than Kendrick's halftime show the other night. Which, to be honest, I thought Kendrick's was okay. But I definitely am like, okay, the storytelling, it's a little old. Just play some music, man. Just
real quick.
Get it? Like I get it. There's like an underlying subliminal message to it, and I'll be told that I just don't understand and blah blah blah. I'm Puerto Rican, bro. Don't tell me I don't fucking understand, bro. I've worked my ass off for everything I've fucking done. I don't make excuses. I just do it, and I just this shit was just like, bro. I don't care. I watched the Super Bowl to be entertained, and I watched the halftime to be entertained, and I watched the fucking commercials to be entertained. That's it.
Commercials get worse and worse every year. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't give a shit about the commercials. I hate commercials. I don't watch them.
They weren't bad. Seal playing as a Seal. Come on, that was
fucking weird. That was the only one that I
hilarious.
did see, and I said something. I was actually talking to people. I was like, "That was the fucking weirdest commercial I've ever seen. Why in the hell did they
Seal?
put his
Hold on,
face?"
Seal playing as a Seal.
I
then
know.
Sitting on the boat and talking shit about Seal being a Seal. About himself.
The mustache one, the
gold.
Pringles and the Little Caesars one, that was
Fucking
weird.
hilarious. That was hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't pay attention to the commercials.
What
Honestly,
else is
the only one I saw was the Seal one because
That first
I heard the song.
Get him off the wall now.
So I turned my head, but during the commercials, I was doing other shit.
That the first one, the Duncan one, was kind of weird too. I mean, there was some funny parts to it, but the very first one, I think it was Duncan. They were trying to compete with Starbucks.
Maybe me. I'm just like a simple man, bro. But I found that shit funny, and then just make the Super Bowl less about whatever the fuck you got, whatever petty ass beef you have with whoever, and just play those hits that we like. That's what we want to hear. Play the hits, man. Play what got you to be famous. You talk about that you're not mainstream and da 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 da. But you kind of went mainstream here, dog.
Right.
Like,
Chat.
Back to hosting Andre.
Chat. Who would y'all want to see be in the Super Bowl halftime show? Who, like Matty, Coach? Who would y'all want to see?
Wayne. That's who should have been it, and
Lil
I
Wayne.
hope it's that next year. You know how lit that shit would have been? Lil Wayne in Louisiana.
In his home, yeah,
It would be absolutely nasty.
He'll never do it now because of that reason. Because he wanted to do
no.
it so bad. He wanted to do it so bad in his home. Yeah, it's not going to happen now. I guarantee he would turn it down.
Browns. We're talking about the performance, not the team.
Show. Eventually, the Browns may make it.
Well, hey, appreciate
the
you
experience.
commenting. Yeah,
hey man, we appreciate it. Yeah, Chad, let us know
Yeah.
who do you want to see perform the halftime show in the future. For me, I would say Green Day. Spice it up a little
That's
bit. Get away from the pop and the rap and all the juicy rap shit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on that we're going to bed. Let's wrap it up here.
Yeah, I can't get behind that one.
Yeah.
What, Green
I
Day?
don't know who I would pick. No,
Hell no, not Green Bay, bro. What
No.
the fuck?
Green Day.
Oh.
Green Day.
Yeah, not Green Day.
Worse, even worse.
Green Day would be.
I couldn't do it.
They literally make fun of Americans. No, thank you. There's a song.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Don't want to be an American idiot.
Lincoln Park would be interesting, but Lincoln Park, I mean,
How do you
they
do
should
it?
have done it when
without
Chester
Chester.
Bennington was still around.
You can't do it without you can't do that. I don't know who it would be. It has to be somebody poppy. It has
For
to be
me,
somebody that majority
this
of people
is-
are
I
gonna
would
like.
Hey, hot take here. I would like to hear Adele. She could sing, bro.
I would like to actually hear. This is something that I think that they could do if Sony Music Entertainment would let them. AC/DC, because AC/DC is basically they're on their last tour.
Well, yes.
They're
If Brian Johnson's voice was in much better shape.
No, his voice
They'll
is
never do
just
it.
fine.
You have to appeal to the masses.
I think.
That's
Well,
so past
I
its
think they
time.
do.
It's not going to be relevant. It's just not.
I don't
needs to
know
save-
if they're
He
past.
needs
their
to save his
time.
voice for a concert. He would not do a halftime show. It needs to be. He's better at a concert than a halftime show.
We're past the
Yeah, go ahead. Go
we're
ahead.
past
you
the
got it.
historic. I'll say we're past the
Yeah.
historic side of this.
So you
Like,
think we're past
that was
everything
like-
classic rock? You know.
No, I'm
Yeah,
saying
100%.
like in general, like Prince performing as people like that. We're past that. It's more about who's popular and relevant to more people right now.
Okay, so how about like
I feel like the NFL will turn it around and they'll just try something different. Like they'll just try to open
NFL's
it
not in
up.
control of it. Rock Nation has that.
Yeah, that's literally.
That's Jay-Z
that is
and his
literally
music, actually.
It's literally.
It's Rock Nation.
Jay-Z. Yeah.
Jay-Z has the influence
Oh,
of
it's
everything.
Jay-Z. Yeah.
It's Rock
Even if
Nation.
he didn't, it would be dumb if they were to do that. Just because we're so far removed from all that music, it's just like he said. It's like relevance behind it. It's just not there. There's just no relevance behind bringing in some old rock band.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea who I would pick if I had to pick somebody.
For sure.
I'm so disconnected from mainstream music. I've listened to a lot of people that.
I am too. It's tough, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
But-
surprised if country actually has an artist. Like if some
Absolutely
country
not.
artist gets
Absolutely
thrown
not.
into it.
No,
But
absolutely not.
For a
No,
while.
look, listen,
Fuck no.
Matty, listen.
What, bro?
Country is becoming
Country's dog
a
shit.
hotter and hotter genre. It is
Bad
having
take.
a renaissance right
Bad
now.
take.
Country.
Bad
I don't think it's a bad take. Countries, I agree that country has done that, but they're not going to put it back because they tried.
No.
country
Put your
before.
flag down, sir, because you were on the hot take there. You're the one saying
For
that's
what?
bad. Country music is not bad, man. I fucking bop.
They
to
sing
country
about the
music.
I
five,
do
the
bop
same
to
five
country music
fucking
sometimes.
things. They
That's
sing
all
about this.
music, dog.
What
That's
do you
the thing,
think
it's
rap
all
sings
music.
about?
Sex,
That's all
drugs, and
fucking
bitches.
music. It's all music, bro. And no matter what genre you go to, they're all. That's why it's a genre.
Yeah.
They talk about the same kind of shit. That's why when people do a different kind of genre, it's because they're doing a different kind of music, talking about different kind of shit. But to say all country is the same is not anymore because there's so many different avenues now.
Yeah.
I don't think that country will do it because they tried the country route after the whole shit a couple years ago and it didn't really pan out for them. So I don't think they're going to go back to it. So I agree that they won't do it.
I like that one. That's not
Big
bad.
X the
Big X
plug
the
would
plug.
be
Big
fire,
X?
but
Bro,
they
his
wouldn't do
features
that.
are crazy. Imagine if he was to
Yeah.
actually do what we all would like them to do, and he would bring a feature, bring in his features. Like he's got
Mhm.
features with
I actually
NLE. He's got
don't
features
know
with
Who Big
Shabuzi.
X is.
Oh, you need to educate yourself,
Living
brother.
under a rock.
Put it
Big
on.
X
I'm
the
gonna have
plug?
to educate myself on them.
Yeah,
I will
Big
play
X the
it in a
plug.
little bit.
This is a guy. It's just a guy.
Yeah. Big
He's
man.
fire.
He is.
He's got a bunch of good features, man, that he could bring a lot of people.
Who, Daniel? Who, me?
His samples is what's crazy. His samples is what makes his Big X the plug samples are
Oh, yeah.
crazy. in his
No, they
instrumental.
are.
Fucking
Law and
insane,
Order.
dude.
He did a beat on Law and Order.
Q, if you can send me some of Big
dun.
X in the
killed
chat, like
it.
if you can,
I'll send you links, bro. That man's fire.
You don't need Q to.
Dude,
Yeah, you
throw
got
some-
you got E's.
yeah, Q, you can throw links. E, you can throw links.
Coach, he's fire.
Yeah, Danielle, shout out to you because Matt, you should be red carded, man.
Shut the fuck.
Saying
Why
that
you
country should
ganging up?
be
Why you
included.
ganging up on? Why you ganging up against me?
Because listen, man, like country music is making money right now. It's making money.
So is rap. So is rap. Rap is making
Rap
way
has-
more money than
rap has-
country.
We sure about
Rap and
that?
pop is yes. Rap and pop are making way more money than
Pull
country.
up the billboard real quick. Hang on, let's pull up. The
Hey, this is time out. This is a sports show. This is not a music. This is a music show. This is not a music show.
No. I
I don't
understand
give a
this is
fuck.
not a music show.
You know what? I don't give a fuck. All
But
right.
let's just take a look at the genre.
I don't care. I really don't care how much money it's making. Ben, I really don't. I'm sorry. But all right, with that being said, I do have one more question. We can kind of maybe we can take the week to reflect on this as well, since we're gonna take the week to also kind of come up with our top 3 NBA players. I want next week, I want you to all come back with what was your favorite moment, or what was kind of like a big changing moment, like a head turning moment in the season, this past season. You don't have to think, anything. You don't have to think of it right now, but maybe something just to bring back next week, since obviously the season has already come to an end, and we won't have too much to talk about in terms of the NBA. But what was a big? It could be a play. It could be team. Could be just something in the league throughout the season.
I have mine.
Obviously, yours is what the Vikings
No,
shocking
we're
the hell
waiting
out of all
next
of
week.
us.
Nope.
Next week.
All right, yeah, well, we,
I had mine. That was easy.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
As far as a turning point now, is it a turning point for good or is it a turning point for
no, just this season.
ugly, or-
This season.
Just anything, good or bad, ugly, not.
Yeah, I've got mine as
beautiful.
well too.
Oh, there's a
Alright.
bot in there. Get him out of here.
Fucking bots.
Thank you,
Yeah,
bot.
Absolutely.
But we don't need you. Appreciate you though.
Hey, nonetheless, for y'all still hanging with us on your Tuesday evening, we appreciate you guys hanging out. Going on almost over 3 hours now. We appreciate you guys spending your Tuesday evening with us. YouTube, you guys did great tonight. All of y'all watching on YouTube, we appreciate you guys.
YouTube has been phenomenal tonight. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure
I'm
you
gonna
follow
do the
all
end
of
of
our
the
pages.
episode a little different. I'm gonna do the end of the episode a little different. So when you're done with yours, I'm gonna do it a little different. A little tribute.
Absolutely. No, we're good. We're good, man. Yeah. I wanted you to play. I forgot to play that baseball video. And the golf. Real quick. Do you want to show the golf video real quick?
No, it's golf. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Hey,
it's more of a good thing, like for me. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of
it is free. It is free. So for those of you guys missed it, the WNM tournament open was held this past weekend in Phoenix, Arizona. And go and shoot it up.
Another guy we expect a lot from, right, Cole? Oh yeah, that's 3 2s on 16 from that group right there. And speaking of let him cook, how about the executive director of the Thunderbirds, Chance Cosby? We should let him cook. Doing an unbelievable job. Frank Noblo and I have been covering Mimu Lee since his amateur days at the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship. We've known this swagger, haven't we, Frank?
We certainly have.
I mean, spice up the golf a little bit, get a little soul chant, baby.
That is one of I believe.
I don't know how it came. They were in Arizona, so I don't really get the.
There's a reason why it's called the People's Open.
Yeah, that is one of the most famous holes to like watch. Huh?
Y'all see that? That's the time I'll never get back from watching that stupid ass video.
Fuck out of here, man.
Up, coach.
That's crazy.
No flag yet, but that's a flag for you, sir.
But hey, guys, great episode, and for these y'all in the community, we appreciate you guys. Appreciate y'all keeping the chat active, man. That's what keeps this page running, guys. It's not just us; it's you guys in the community. We appreciate you guys.
But yeah, man. To finish it off, man, it's a little tribute, so we won't be able to see these until next year. We're just gonna run through them one more time, you know. Here it is. Just a little tribute. Not until next year. See y'all.
Have a good one, guys. We'll see you next week.
See y'all next week.
We're Slim Boys.
Appreciate y'all.
Sad, man. Sad, man.